last year.
We just beat the best team, and I scored. So I'm not.
Oh, you play Mamba?
Nah, Mamba's not even there anymore. I don't think it's washed up. That's fucking pretty much Cosmos. They came back and shit.
Who's in that team? I know somebody
Bruce,
wanted me. Oh yeah, Bruce. Bruce wanted me on the
fucking.
team. I told that fool no.
Like, that's the team. That's the team to join.
I should have played the auto.
That's the team to join. Are we live? I think we're live. We're live now.
Auto PS too, dog.
What YouTube?
Let me open up my YouTube, dog.
I'll check. Can you tweet out that we're live now for real?
All right.
Like we're really live, and then we'll go live in
Nah, if they fuck with us, they should have their notifications on, dog. I'm just saying.
They should have the notifications. Everybody, all one of you concurrent viewers right now should have your notifications on.
Oh yeah, sick ass Glenn, or it might be one of us actually.
It could be. There's two of us. There's two of us here, so it's one. It might be both of us. In a few minutes. Yo, we're gonna do Dallas. Y'all remember Dallas?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we start chatting in 5.
Yeah. We'll talk Dallas. I need y'all to back me up with Dallas because like Saturday's a blur. I need y'all, and I didn't see it.
That makes 2 of us, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Angel.
Hey, Angel. I ain't even in front. Yeah.
Offline we should chat. Offline we should chat. Never mind. Yeah, offline. So we'll talk. I want to know what happened with you, and I'll tell you what I heard about me. I don't know why you're. I don't know. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much from like Saturday 70th minute to about
70th minute
to about Monday.
You don't remember the goal then, huh?
No.
Oh shit.
No, I'm telling you. And the fact,
do you know that you were with us on Sunday at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah. Yeah. I was drunk as fuck from Saturday. From Saturday night.
We know.
I was drunk as fuck Saturday night. With the wine, huh?
Listen, wine makes me feel calm, relaxed. That might be the only thing that could get me through a Galaxy podcast.
Nah, alcohol is bad, bro. Stop it. Trust me.
I have
no. The way. Listen, y'all should start drinking wine, low key. Cut beer and liquor out of your system.
Nope.
Only
wine.
Too many carbs.
Not drinking anything. Nothing. Drinking anything anymore, dog. Just smoking mad weed. I'm fucking hippie when I smoke weed.
Is there carbs in here?
Yeah. You know how much dog wine is?
Oh yeah, 5 grams.
Per how many ounces?
Per 5 ounces.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna drink this bottle tonight. So shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? Like it just. Like,
well, I have to because you can't close it. I mean, I'm already like. It's not bad. Yeah. It's a nice, relaxing. I'm gonna sleep like a baby today, though.
I want to know what turned up George is with wine, though. Like, are you like sophisticated when you drink wine and you get turned up?
I'm like this and have a conversation.
Oh yeah.
But then there's a limit. There's a limit where it becomes excessively, and then I might as well drink fucking liquor and beer.
I'm saying I've been there, dog. I hear you. Yeah, you're right.
Once you start saying, "Oh yeah, the wine's done. Let's take a shot," you probably drank too much wine.
I think so.
You need to reach the limit where it's like, "Oh, I just drank that bottle. That shit's perfect. I'm going to sleep." If you get to I finished my wine. Let's get a little liquor in. You've gone too far. Go back and make a U-turn.
I'm not sophisticated enough to drink wine, though. I don't enjoy it. Like I had it with like a nice steak, and I'm like, okay.
You got to find your palate.
Maybe. I'd rather not. I know what kind of weed I like, and I stick to that.
That's a good plus too.
Let me just stop there. Let me just stop the weed. Once Masa gets back with his headphones, we'll start the show.
Does Masa have a man bun? It looked like he had a man bun going on.
Oh no, that's the hang time from the mullet, baby. Let's go, baby. All right. No, we're talking about your mullet.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
On what? Oh yeah, you're right.
The only place we're live.
I was checking on YouTube. Damn, my bad.
I don't see it on YouTube either.
Yep, yeah. It's not on there. It's kind of on there. What up, Sykes?
So I have to look for it?
Boys, here.
Yeah, maybe.
Boys, I'll send you a link.
You have to go. You have to go to the actual website of Straight from the Stands, Google, YouTube.
All right, here we go. Let's go to intro and then we'll get the show going.
All right.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa.
Good evening.
Tiptoe. What's up, you guys?
Hi, guys. Hi.
Oh, of course, fucking Masa.
Oh,
There he is. There he is.
hey, you had a
there he
booger,
is,
huh?
there he is.
Hey, you had a booger, Masa?
He poked it, he ate it, and then he turned back on.
That shit. It looked like my shit was off for some reason.
You know how many carbs are in a booger?
Hey, how many carbs are in a booger?
That's a real legit question.
Look it up really quick. I'm curious. How many carbs? Are there any carbs in a booger?
That's
more
a
interested-
very
what are
good
boogers
question.
made of?
I'm more interested in finding out about that than the conversations we're about to have this evening.
I mean,
Yeah,
You know what I
our
mean?
conversations
curious.
could be, do burgers have any nutritional? There's zero scientific evidence to support any health benefits from eating your boogers.
All right, so
I mean, but all right, but there's all right. So there's zero scientific evidence to support it. Zero against it too. So,
So, you know what I mean?
Masa, hey, whatever side you on, baby.
a lot of
Hey,
carbs
bro.
in masa. Stop eating your boogers. That's a lot of carbs.
Eat
bro.
ahead.
Yeah.
What about if it's keeping him healthier? There's no
That is
scientific
true.
evidence.
That
Yeah,
is true.
no,
So
there's
don't
not.
eat it. But eat it.
I don't know, though.
Damn.
Do
Science.
you,
The more you
Masa?
know.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start. All right, let's get back on track. How's it going, guys? How you doing?
Can you
How
tell
you doing
we're
today,
trying to
Papa?
ignore can you tell we're trying to ignore Galaxy conversation?
Yeah, but we're gonna be here in a minute if we keep talking about boogers because you know it's a
Accurate.
loaded conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Joe, how you doing, Papito?
I'm great actually. I had a what are they called? I forgot already. They're kind of like eclairs, but they're like a sandwich. I forget the name of those, but I had one earlier.
Eclair?
You know what an eclair is?
No.
Oh my god, you guys are not cultured French ass
I'm not.
motherfuckers at all.
I'm not.
They don't
I
import
don't
from
wanna know
Riverside. I'm
anything
sorry.
about
Okay,
French.
so you
Anything.
Yeah, they don't
dog.
import from
Do you guys-
Riverside.
I know French fries.
Yeah.
I wanna
Actually,
fuck-
they're
freedom
actually from
fries,
Belgium.
baby.
Crepes?
Do you know what a cannoli is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Italian, right? So cannoli and eclair are very similar.
So just
Just
say
that-
so you're eating a fake cannoli.
Or
no, I'm
French
eating,
cannoli.
okay, fine, that's fine. A fake cannoli, yeah.
All right, there you go.
There
You
go.
could have said
That's
that.
fine. Yeah. So, but it's like a sandwich, and I forget what they're called. It's
Was
just
it good?
amazing. It's like-
It was good.
It's fire. Here, let me show you. You guys.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's right here. It's
George,
right here.
how you doing today? George, how you doing today?
I want to know how many carbs are in an eclair. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I'm drinking a little bit of wine, trying to stay relaxed during this Galaxy podcast. Ooh, that looks really good. There has to be a lot of carbs in that. For you guys not watching on
there
the
have to be.
for everyone not watching on the YouTube right now, Angel just shared some amazingness on the chat.
They look. I'm gonna try to describe it to you. Look like some nicely fresh
A croissant, no?
croissant. Yeah, basic croissant with like amazing thick whipped cream in the middle. I'm pretty sure it's better than that, but it looks amazing. One had
Amazing.
chocolate covering too.
Angel,
Oh, the chocolate one. Why do you think there's only three in there? It comes with 4.
They're correct.
First thing I did, I got at Albertsons. I fucked it up.
how many carbs are in that?
I don't know, like 100.
No,
They're
more.
Probably more. They're empty carbs, but you know what? That's why I don't eat carbs on regular meals. I eat
Treat
carbs
yourself, King.
for this. Yeah.
Treat yourself, King.
Carbs,
Treat
only
yourself,
carbs I
King.
can't take it from my sweets because you guys know me when it comes with me and sweets.
The love you gave those empty carbs making them feel whole, so now they're not
Yeah.
empty inside.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm not feel fat now, but it's okay.
You know what?
Masa, what's up?
Stop it.
Well,
Bugger, you good?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
chilling,
still
bro.
eating on his burger.
All right,
Burger.
fuck myself then. Yeah,
Burger.
burgers. Yeah.
Terrible.
How you doing today, Masa? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah?
Just a lot of work.
Yo,
Nothing relevant soccer wise, so I'm good.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I like the drip of the mullet. Yeah, that's kind of nice, baby. You look nice. Seeing you right now. I see you
Business in
did it
the
on
front.
purpose. You turned around on purpose, trying to show the
Business in the front, Zlatan in the back.
I fucked with it. It looks good. It looks good.
How about you, Rudy?
All
How
right,
you doing?
boys.
I know you're a changed man now. I know things are different in your life right now.
Yeah. That's it.
For the best.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's how we.
That was it. That was it. Nothing else. Just yeah.
Alright.
Dope, man. Actually, not that dope because we have to go into this conversation
Let's make it fast.
of the team that we follow and the Kool-aid that's not existent.
You know what gets it? Hold up. I'm already starting. Fuck it.
All right.
At least
The
like
one is
coming
we're out,
on
the one
here.
we're out.
I at least like coming on here, knowing I'm gonna be the only one talking shit, or maybe half of the pod talking shit. I want that optimism because it balances it out. When we're just gonna be shitting on this team through it doesn't make me feel happy because you're the number one Kool-Aid man. You are the Kool-Aid. You're the cool. You're shaped from the Kool-Aid.
Boo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
am the Kool-Aid. I just broke through
Yeah.
that.
Fuck, dog, and I
Oh
had some of
yeah.
that Kool-Aid. Fuck, that's too much sugar for me.
All right, cool. All right, that's all I had to say. That was
Too
my
much sugar
disclaimer.
for me. Fuck.
All right, we're here to cover 2 games. Versus Dallas at home, and versus Minnesota at Minnesota yesterday. 2 games, 1 point. Galaxy sitting 4th in the conference, 1 point ahead of Salt Lake, 2 points
Placebo.
ahead of Nashville, and then the rest have 5 points. Man, yes. Nope. Let me take a step back. We're gonna talk about Dallas first, real quick. And I say real quick because I have no comments because I don't remember one thing that got me super upset, and I'm pretty sure that triggered the whole night. And then I'll let you guys talk about Dallas and what you guys remember about Dallas. And we'll talk about Minnesota because Minnesota is like the one that's I almost have a problem getting a point from that game. But we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's go Dallas. Listen. Bond at goal. Gasper left back. Williams center back. Koulibaly center back. Araujo right back. Delgado Revelación holding down the mid like they had the whole season. Costa, Alvarez, and Cabral playing the attacking 3 with Cheech on top.
Yep.
Gasper's being like, right? Like, I don't know. Not again. No. Today, I just not need you to do this. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm good. Just go right back up.
Oh, we're back. We're back. Oh, we're back.
Internet, though.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Never fails.
We already died.
That shit don't fail.
Fuck yeah.
We can't hear you now.
I can't hear you now.
All right, we're
He's
back.
muted.
We're back. We're back. It's the show we run, baby. It's low budget. It's low budget for the time being.
For the time being, it's like our 5th year, my man.
This is the first time it's happening though, because every week for this season.
Yeah, now it's just another guest on the show, baby. Now it don't feel right unless it happens.
The job is good. Listen, I was just talking about the lineup. I was able to get through the whole lineup before we cut off.
About Chase,
but Gasper, he's probably the only one that I'm like, I don't know about him. When I saw his lineup on Saturday, right? Everybody else, I was like, yeah, that's the team we put out. Yeah, this is the team we put out. Listen, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, but let me just say, at least record it. At the 11th minute, Jesus Ferreira scores a goal. At the 20th minute, Paul Arriola scores a goal. In the 3rd minute, Jesus Ferreira scores a goal.
Can we clump them together?
Yeah, that's fine.
Two of them. The one that fucked my night up was the 3rd goal. So I kind of want to.
Where they crash? Yeah.
Okay, so
Jesus.
Back to Chase. I wasn't. Yes, I was surprised because I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" But then when we came to find out that Raheem had a knock on his hamstring or calf or something like that, I start to question the times that he played when he shouldn't have played, or the times that he's stayed out there. It is what it is. To be honest, the way that they sold Gaspar prior to coming to the G's, the defense first, doesn't push up. He has 2 assists in his career, something like that. I was okay. I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna play defensively. Something happened. I'm safe on that left-hand side. What the fuck? I drink a little bit of the Kool-Aid. I sip that motherfucker. Let me taste the flavor of it.
You taste the sugar.
Well, man, I mean, again, no, listen, you can say that all you want, right? And fair, you've been saying it the whole season, so continue. But what's real is that for the first part of this fucking season, right? Even when we lost the games we lost and the games we drew that we wanted to win, but we drew, there was something there. Like the Galaxy tried to do something. You know what I mean?
It's okay, fair. Okay.
Both ways, like even offensively, they were trying to do something, but it wasn't working out. Whatever it was, but they were trying to do something, right?
That's fair. Okay.
Because we lose Edwards, we cannot the team should not fall apart the way that it did. You know what I mean? Because Listen, we talked about Dallas, and when Massa was talking about Dallas, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, but they don't score a lot, so it doesn't matter because we're a good defensive team, right? Like, so, you know, with 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw, like, okay, I could take that, but I didn't expect Dallas to come in here and just fucking put it on us, because they put it on us. 11th minute, 20th minute, 23rd minute, and then it doesn't help. It doesn't help when the guy, or at least one of the guys who's been a pillar of just being a comfort zone, somebody we can rely on, just do good, doesn't do good, like at all.
Whom?
And Bond,
Oh,
because he's been consistently, like again, he's made mistakes.
the
Like
third goal.
third goal, yeah, definitely third goal.
I'll be transparent with everyone here right now and listening. I don't remember the first same Rudy with the first two goals. I can't say I remember them because obviously everything that happened that night, right? At that point when we were losing 3-0, I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it, just let me enjoy the suite, let me enjoy hanging out, with my friends. Fuck the game, have a good time, and I had a good time, right? We all had a good time, I think, So I don't remember the two goals. The only reason that third goal sticks out to me is just like, how is this? How do you guys at this level crash into each other like that? That's fucking embarrassing. Which to me, if there's a one thing like Rudy, and this is to add to you right now, defensively, that's one thing that we have been sounding this whole season, right? My beef has been for the longest aerial threats. We've sucked donkey shit, right? But since Williams came back, I feel like we have been, yeah, exactly. I feel like since Williams came back, we have been a lot better at that, right? And we only conceded one goal in the run of play. This time it was 3 in one fucking game in 23 fucking minutes. I don't give a shit if it was okay, cool, because we had Gasper, and you know what, cool, maybe if someone wants to say that first goal was his, fine, cool. You're probably right. I'm not gonna argue with you right now.
Okay, all right, cool.
I'm saying I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
But where's the response from the rest of the team to buckle down or to do something after that first goal, right? Or say, hey, you know what? This is our weak side. It's not going to work with him right now. Let's give some support down this way. Something, right? Where's that reaction of, hey, let's buckle down?
And to those saying that the header was a goal, stop it. We're not going to hold on. We're not going to hold ourselves.
No, it's not. It was not a goal.
Listen, I don't care.
Beautiful play, but it was not a goal.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
But don't hold yourself on that. Oh, if they would have scored that, it would have been a different situation. That's not where we're going to hold ourselves, because I've seen a lot of that chat. And it's frustrating to think, because that's the that's the same mentality that our coach has, because our coach, the first thing that he talked about in the press conference was talking about that goal instead of underlying every issue that happened.
Though we're not straight from the Greg Vanny's mind, right?
Our coach is about
right, and we have our opinions about a coach now. I think it's building up as a whole, but again, back to that, right? My thing is, listen, you guys scored on that first goal, right? Cool, it happens. It's like what I said about Bond. The previous game, we're like, all right, you know what? He had that fuck up on that goal. Well, where's the reaction from the rest of the team? Where's that support from the rest of that team? That's my thing here too. Listen, I don't know whose fault it was. Let's just say it was one person. Let's say it was the whole team. Where's that reaction? Say, hey, fuck, we fucked up. It's fucking 10 minutes into the game, 11 minutes into the game, plenty of game to go. Let's focus. Let's regroup. Let's chill. It's only one goal. I'm gonna say I think we feel like we can score pieces. At least Greg Vanny thinks we do, right, with the players that he has out there in the attack. That's questionable. It's not. But the mentality should be that, right? The mentality should be that, right? Especially at home. But at very minimum, defensively, you can switch it on. You get scored on, cool. Punch in the mouth. We got decked. Some of us got put to sleep. That's different, right? But nonetheless. Where's that reaction? Like, if you get scored on, fuck it. You got plenty of time to go.
Yeah.
Where is that, right? George, you probably remember the game better than I do right now. So, was that the case? I mean, after that first goal,
listen,
that third goal is vivid in my mind. That was like, all right, fuck it.
The second goal was even worse. We came out the back. Bondi had a bad distribution, and then we played towards the middle. Revolution has from what I see, no pressure, makes a sloppy pass, quick counterattack, 1-2, and you could blame Junior Larajo. I'm not going to blame him, but I could see people's thoughts about him not running down the flank. He ran the flank too early. Revolution's pass was off. It got cut off, and then that side was the one that exposed that Julian rushed up. It's just a bad play. That's not how you want to play. Being down early at home, getting hit with the first goal came within the first 12 minutes. That second goal came in the 16th minute. That's the last thing you need to do.
20th minute.
No, 6th minute.
I'm looking right
16th minute.
Okay, fine. Again,
I'm
going
fair.
what you quoted. I'm going what you quoted.
The last is still right there. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes apart. Yeah,
10, 11 minutes apart. That's the last thing you need to do. You're giving up in the center field on our half. You're giving a sloppy pass. That's the last thing you need to do. I don't understand what the mindset of this team is. I don't understand what we're trying to do, why we're forcing these type of touches out. Listen, that goes all without saying. The mindset of once you're down 1-0 at home is all that I'm thinking about. Fuck the goal being disallowed or VAR. That should give you more of a reason to push up and attack that same way. You saw that there was something in that defense that had a hole. Expose it. Instead, you're out there just trying to make a touch, and you're missing a touch that's within 15 yards. A professional player giving a sloppy ass pass like that, there's no excuse for it. Your mentality is not there.
It's been happening though. But it's been happening though, right? Because we saw it. Who did we play against before we played the Super Strikers Volume 2 and 3? The ride. Who we played right before that? We played RSL. We played RSL right before that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we look sloppy in that one. We went to play against Super Strikers Volume 2 and 3, the ride. We looked sloppy in that game. We came to this game. We look sloppy in this game. We've been on us just ugly, right?
We played Austin.
Oh, Austin. Yeah. Austin. Hey, look, that game too. Y'all definitely remember that game being sloppy as shit, right? But here's my thing though. And George, me and you, we've gone back and forth with this over and over again on how you're right. This team is not performing to where it needs to perform, but these fools have a fight in them and they'll get a result.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, and I'll talk about what happened yesterday and how while it rings true, it wasn't what we saw on the field. But this game, though, man, you know why I remember the third goal so vividly? Because I was turned around talking to somebody when they scored a second goal. Scored the third goal, so I turn around and I'm looking at the game, right? And again, I'm drunk, so my attention span is not that good. You know what I mean? I turn around and what I see, what bugs me is the fact that Bond has vision over the field. Because he's looking at the whole thing, right? Okay, when these crosses come in, I've been talking about how I learned that if you're gonna come out for a cross, you're gonna come out because you're sure of it, and even if you're gonna miss, you're gonna come out with everything. Make sure you disturb the fuck out of that, right? Every time Bond comes out for a cross, he looks a little shaky, right? I'm always a little fearful of that.
That's fair.
But if you're coming out of your box the way you did, you're gonna come out with your box and you're gonna clear that shit. No matter who's in front of it, no matter who's there, you're gonna be the one. The fact that you're not loud enough, you're not certain enough to call somebody off of that because you're gonna get it. Not being able to recognize that he's not gonna get off, and then we go crash in, take a player off, and don't get nothing on the ball or get just barely anything on the ball, and now you have fucking somebody who walks in with the ball. Come on, man. For as much as we talked about this,
the lead up to that it's what gets me frustrated as well. You have Julian Araujo up on the corner line, going 1-on-1 against somebody, and he gets punked out of that ball easily. I don't know the man's name that he got punked up.
Yeah,
I guarantee you there's people 20 times better than that in Europe.
Never.
How do you lose that ball so quick?
Yeah,
and then Gasper, the person running off his back or the person running, as of right now, is complete horrible because the 2 goals came that way. Someone running off of his back and him trying to just catch him up, and it's horrible.
I said it. I said it. I think I was on the show too. I said I don't know about his pace. His pace doesn't look like it's there. And I still
got
believe that. I still believe that. I don't think his pace. Man, either way, I get Gasper.
Wait.
But I mean,
Gasper to me, he doesn't.
I'm not defending Gasper, but my man hasn't played in a long ass time.
Okay,
this was his first full match.
Okay, then we blame that. Then we blame. Then
okay, but then who do you put in? Literally brought in Gasper.
You make something happen.
You brought in Gasper to cover Edwards.
Then it's not an excuse, though. Listen, if your excuse is then you put Leardon back there.
But man, listen, forget about who you put in because Leardon comes in and you probably play bad too. Because tell me who played good.
Absolutely. Listen,
That's
I don't
accurate.
think. Okay, yes, but then the excuse of, oh, well, we have to talk about it. So, no,
No, I'm not
if a
talking about
coach
that.
if a coach puts you in, you're game time ready, because there's been a lot of times that we use that excuse. Oh, they're not game time ready for our DPs.
Yo,
Our DPs.
but I'm telling you.
Okay, hold on.
But I'm telling you,
Let me
like
to Masa's point
for it.
though. Like, there's only one thing I will agree with Masa is you still don't have that chemistry with the team, or maybe that assurance. Listen, now
That's not chemistry. That defense
right.
is
Well,
not
hold on. I'm
chemistry.
just saying you plugged into this piece. You know these guys have been balling, and here you are. Like whatever it is, maybe he's just mentally weak. I don't know. I get what Masa's saying, but again, I'm not. To me, I don't give a shit.
My
He
thing
just came
is
to the
that
team because you had
My
3
thing is
goals in a
that
matter of
that's a
20,
one-on-one
13
defense.
minutes.
That listen,
But
take your whole team, take
what
your
are you
whole team
talking
out of
about
the
though?
equation.
Which play are you talking about?
Both plays where you gets outran. That's a one-on-one defense
Oh, you
type of
talking
thing.
about? You talking? I brought this shit up last pod.
I
Dallas
wasn't
has
here last
the
pod.
okay. I talked about this shit. This is one of the fastest fucking front three in the fucking league, and over here it got dismissed. This is not new. This is they do
Okay,
this.
I
They do
understand
this
that.
shit to
No, hold on.
everybody.
Whoa. Let's get one thing straight, motherfucker. Let's get one thing straight, motherfucker.
Nah, you were like, oh,
We never.
defensively, blah blah
Listen,
blah blah
Yeah,
blah
exactly.
blah. And what did I say?
understand that.
Exactly
never
what
said they were
happened.
slow.
Exactly.
I never said they were slow. So don't talk about speed. Don't
Okay.
talk about speed. You
No,
mentioned
but I told
anything
you.
about being top
I
3.
told you what was
I'm
gonna
not knocking
happen.
their speed.
I told you what was gonna happen though. I told you what happens. Why I didn't feel comfortable. What happens if they score first?
You're right, Masa. That
Okay.
yeah.
And then I told you I don't
But I
see.
never said that about them being slow.
I
I
don't
never
see.
said that about them
Okay,
being
but
slow.
we've never seen a team that this fast. We haven't played a team this fast. At least they're top 3 this fast. Because even the fucking Jesus Ferreira's fast as fuck.
LAFC.
So if you know a team's that
I don't think
fast,
they're
so if you know
I don't
that,
think they're this fast.
if you
tell
know a
me,
team's that fast, why would you
no,
put up a
no,
lineup
hey,
that might not be
no, man,
that might not be fit?
My point
Because
is,
I don't think you can put any other. Listen, no, hold on, George, you're wrong there. Because this lineup, Gasper is the only one that we have questions about, right? Because everybody else, like I was like, yeah, this is the lineup we put up. Listen, this
If
team,
it
Dallas,
wasn't for Gaspar being on this team, who would we put up? Because Gaspar just happened a week ago.
that's what I'm saying.
but that's the reason why he came in.
Exactly.
Because of this game?
No, he came in to be the backup.
Because we had nobody else
Right,
there.
we have nobody in the left back spot.
So like
So
I
not
get
now,
that.
then when?
Yo, I wasn't talking shit about like his inclusion. When I look at the lineup, that's the only one that I have a question about, right? So I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, why you put him in? Because I get why you put him in.
Yeah, of course. I understand.
But Dallas to me though, like I get what I'm saying. Like the past, I dismissed it as fuck. I was like, at Dallas, because this team had been able to deal with whatever had been tossed. Even if you say like this is the fastest team we ever played against, fine. But we've seen that this team be in bad positions on a transition and be able to recover because their positioning is correct, right? Forget your speed. If your position is correct, you're fine. This team, the way we played against this team, how we played against prior to our sale, doesn't do the same damage they did this game.
So
because everybody was off.
To me, the issue isn't necessarily the back line either, though. Like those long balls, why is no one closing that shit down fast enough? And vice versa.
Alvarez and Costa, because Alvarez and Costa in the fucking field.
Like that's a problem.
Wait,
like,
what?
The whole thing is a problem.
And then like to George says, Revelison's fuck up, right? That caused a second goal. Maybe if we were 1-1 and that shit doesn't happen, it's a completely different game. My point is everyone's been ass, and I don't think anyone's talked about how bad Reveloson has been this season.
He hasn't been great.
He
hasn't been ass, but he hasn't been.
You're crazy. You're crazy if you're saying
he's probably played like 2 good games.
The last 3 games have been
maybe
subpar
3
from Revelison.
But it's been pretty bad, bro.
Last
like
3 games.
If I had to pick, like, who's the better midfielder right now, I would say Mark Delgado has been better.
Okay, that's fair, but you're comparing him to Mark Delgado.
That's fine, yeah.
That's fair. He's been okay. He's made some flaws. He's had some. He has some bad touching out. That's it.
Mark had that in the Portland game too.
Okay, agreed.
He had it a few times this season too.
Revelison has also been a big reason why we had creativity up top. So we're gonna knock it for the bad games.
But it hasn't happened the last 4 or 5 games
since Vasquez.
The team hasn't
since Vasquez.
That's 2 3 games.
Because Vasquez though,
the whole season, that's absurd, dog. Come on.
Listen, I think Vasquez is our best passer. Period. Right? Creatively and precision. But Reveloson understands his creativeness. You know what I mean? So like Reveloson like feeds off of giving him the impasse and then making that run and getting open again. Like who has he done that with since Vasquez has been gone? It's fucked up that I have to add this, like that's our cornerstone. And we've been missing him and our team has like literally fallen apart. Vasquez has been gone. Chicha hasn't scored. Vasquez has been gone. Masas, I hear with hot takes saying Reynolds has been trash the whole season. You know what I mean? Like,
Not trash, but
He's
he's
been pretty
been.
fucking bad though, bro. He's
no,
not
man.
been
He
good.
hasn't been. He hasn't
He
been
has
up to
not
what
been
he.
good, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. You guys have
Who?
high.
You're not
Who?
wrong.
Tell me
You
who's
guys
been
Listen,
hold-
good.
you're not wrong.
you
Who's
guys
been
You're
good
not
then?
wrong.
Who's been good then? Who's been good? Please answer me. Who the fuck has been good in this team?
Raheem Edwards,
Yes. Who else?
Chicharito.
No.
Even then,
No,
Half
even
season.
then, listen.
Half season.
If you're
We
gonna
just
hold
talking about
Revolution to the
the last
same
4 games, bro.
standard, if you're gonna
Yeah.
if you're gonna hold Revolution to the same standard, keep that same energy for Chicha.
Sir, like, listen.
All right, so then his counterpart then, Mark Delgado, 100 times better.
No, you're
He's
wild.
been okay. I think he's been okay.
Listen, talk to me about Costa's goal because I didn't
I called
realize
it.
he has
It's called Angel.
Yeah, Massa did call it. Hey,
Talk to me about it. How
it was
how
off
did
of
this
a free
happen?
kick, but then
It was a
they
free
touched
kick.
it to the side. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like they touched him the ball for a free kick, and he just bended it left foot to the
Like
left.
Beckham?
Bottom
The
corner.
goalie's
Okay.
right, bottom right. I guess goalie's bottom right. Banger, bro. It was a banger. But
I didn't see
It was
that.
alright. Yeah, pero pa qué?
It was just
Uh,
it was just well placed
It
because
was
the goalie
just
didn't even
enough
see
to
it.
get him
Within-
by
within-
until the
The
summer.
goalie didn't even move.
The
Nope.
Galaxy
So-
FO are okay with him until the summer now, just because of that goal. He has 2 goals. He's good.
But dog,
well,
that was in the
listen, he has 2
67th
goals.
minute.
But you said that. Look, I hear. I'm sorry, Danger. I think you have a good point. But he has 2 goals in the same time. Chicharito has had how many?
5 right now because he hasn't.
No,
scored
no,
shit.
no. But
Oh,
again,
you're
like,
saying
like
since he came in,
yes, since he came in, like how many has he scored? I
I
think
know,
like 1 or
like
2.
2 goals maybe, 2, 3
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm saying like so like again, you're gonna keep that. You told somebody to keep the same energy. You gotta keep the same energy, right? Because
I say the same thing
Chicho
about
right
us
now,
being fourth. I say
Cheech
the
right
same.
now-
right now. Yeah,
Cheech right
I
now,
agree.
he's reverting back to the Cheech that we were bringing when we
First
brought
season.
him.
Yo.
My whole beef around him coming was the fact that we have no creativity. We were playing too far out wide, and that's what we're trying to do again. And it seems
Yeah.
like the only one that can do something is Grand Sir. But then everybody gives
No,
him
he
shit
don't
for trying to do
know.
shit.
That's some shit, man.
Ranzier
And he's
had
fucking
one
absolute
game.
shit too, man.
Hey,
There you go.
Grandier had a good game last game. The game before that, I
He
don't
had a good
see
game
it.
last game.
But he has no one else to do shit with.
Good run
Man,
last game.
But oh my god, that's how bad this team is, bro.
He has more of an attack. He has more of attacking mindset than it is. He'll take you 1-on-1, and he tries to create. I'll give him that benefit of the doubt. The team has been shit. This is the team that I've seen, even when you guys were like, "Oh, we won in Cincinnati." Wonder go, "Oh, the
No,
creativity, this and that." This is the team that listen. This is the team that I've been
No.
seeing. Though this is the team that I've been. Yeah, you could say no. This is the team that
The-
I've been seeing. There's no. Listen,
You're not gonna give him no credit for the defense.
defensively, okay, but then that
Dog, so like that don't
that could
count.
hold for so long. That could hold for so long.
It could hold the whole
We're
season
one
together.
injury.
It could
We're
hold
one
the whole
injury
season.
away. We showed we're one injury away from not being that.
Hey, listen, our defense, but that's also inaccurate, right? Because look,
How's that inaccurate?
Look at what's going on. Like what I just said right now, like our cornerstone, what this team is latest bet on is Victor Vasquez, right? And
I'm ready
he's been
to
out.
debunk this.
And he's been out, and we still gotten stupid as results that we don't deserve.
We got scored on with Victor Vasquez on the field last game.
No, I get it.
So and
But
yeah,
I get it.
because we're talking about the
And-
defense and holy shit, bro. Come on.
We get it again. Like
We're finally getting exposed.
I don't even think we're supposed. I think we're just in a bad run. And I'm also okay with that. And I'll talk about more of that. Let's wrap up Dallas because I am no help as a host
Yeah,
talking
it
about
is
Dallas
what it
because I
is.
don't remember shit. I'm also kind of happy that I don't recall other than just one goal. And
We
you know
enjoyed
what I
the
mean?
suite, bro. We had a good time.
I'm not mad at it. That was fun. I did. However, I had to go to stands and I was, I couldn't be the whole time and I don't even know how long I was gone, but I was gone for a little bit. Yeah, can remind me about that after the show. Let me just read this out loud to you guys. All right. Ratings from who score for our team for the game on Dallas, and then we'll move on to Minnesota. Bond
Okay.
comes out the game with a 4.8.
Accurate.
Hell yeah, Klinsman time,
That's-
baby.
Gasper 6.3, Williams 6.5, Koulibaly 6.5, or Williams 6.3, Koulibaly 6.5, Araujo 6.3, Delgado 6.1, Revelson 5.8, Cabral 5.9, Alvarez 5.7, Chicharito 6.6. The only person to get a 7.9 is Costa, and that's because he scored a goal. Our subs, Perez with a 6.0, Sasha with a 6.6, Joveljic with a 6.6, Granzier with a 6.1.
I never want to hear who scores shits again. If Revolution has a higher score than Gaspar, that shit's off.
No.
Three players from Dallas got 6 point something. Everybody else got 7 point and up. You know what I mean? Like I never look at the ratings, but this rating like just screams what this game was. And it was a bad game for the Galaxy. Like a really bad game for the Galaxy. The first game this season that is really, really bad.
Cincinnati
Every
was
other
bad.
No, RSL. Charlotte wasn't bad.
Charlotte.
RSL
was bad.
was bad.
But we won that game. RSL was
No,
bad.
We lost.
We did not win RSL, bro. We lost.
No, I'm sorry.
1-0.
Charlie was bad, but we won that game. RSL, we lost 1-0. But you guys, please try to remember, there was like 3-4 of those opportunities, like right where the goal is at, like right there that we decided to fuck up.
We can say the same thing about this game.
I don't know if I remember it that way, but okay.
There was, especially towards the end.
I remember we talked about how we only had that one that I really remember that was offside.
Listen, but we can say the same thing about this game. This game,
This
game, Julian should have put it away.
No, that we're talking about Minnesota. We're talking about Dallas. Like Dallas.
Oh, Dallas.
That was the first game where like there was. I mean, we got to score on tres pepinitos in 26 minutes, at least according to 23 minutes according to who scored, right? And there was nothing else. I mean, I think some of the chat saying like second half was a little better, but like still 3-1. This one is the first one where we're like, we're not in discussion in this game, right? That leads me into fucking Minnesota. Yesterday, early game, 5 o'clock for us. I think it's 8 o'clock Eastern time. We play against Minnesota. Our team comes out with Bond in goal, Depew in center back with Williams, Araujo out right, and Edwards on left. Edwards is back. Delgado Revelson in the middle, as expected. Granzier, Cabral, and Costa. That attacking trio right behind Chicharito, striker. I was interested. I was legit interested because we hadn't seen Cabral and Granzier start. I think other than maybe once this season, but it's been a combination of one of them with somebody else, and they come in. First time we see them, I think there's been talks about like I want to see how if these guys could get wide, they could use their speed, yada yada yada. Everything we said in the past few weeks, there it is. We get to see it.
This is the lineup that we're talking about for Minnesota?
For Minnesota. So like this lineup right here, with the exception of the Depew, I'm sorry, with the exception of the Depew, is a starting lineup, right? Like you or throw because Vasquez was, he's coming back from injury, but like that being said, like this is our probably strongest lineup that we had available last night. Yes,
I agree 100%. I said it. This is a lineup I've been wanting to see for a while. I think, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. I think Douglas Costa is the most dangerous at cam. And I'm comparing that to him being at winger when he's not dangerous at all. And Raheem's back, so that's a plus. Koulibaly was out with yellow cards, so Depew was there. But I think this might be the strongest lineup that we could put out with what Vanny has.
Yep, I agree. So like, I was hopeful because we just took an ass whooping, right? So a championship team is gonna come out. A championship team is gonna come out and make us forget about that, right? Like. Brush that aside. It was a blip. Like we're gonna come back and we're good because we're a good defensive team. We won't whoop ass because Minnesota, it's okay, just okay, and we're better than that, so we're gonna whoop ass, right?
Before the game, I called a 2-0 L on our end because I felt Minnesota had a really good playing out the back transition, and I did. And based on what I saw with Gaspar and the team as a transitional team, it wasn't there for the last game, so I thought we were gonna get rocked, especially being away at Minnesota. I could have been right within the first 20 minutes. Thank God I wasn't. Bond was on his game.
Here's my shit though, right? Like you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're right. First 20 minutes, Galaxy had 4 shots while they had 2. I still felt like they had like all the chances though, right? Like I saw stack them up on the broadcast, and I was like, I see you, and I think you're right, but I feel like you're lying to me right now. You know what I mean? It just didn't like. The stats initially in the game when it first started, first 20 minutes of this game, like they favored the Galaxy possession, accuracy,
Can you guys hear
that? Shots on goal, like it favored the Galaxy, but on field, no, like on field, we're Austin all over again. Like nobody can find, like our team couldn't find 3 clean passes that create space, do something. They couldn't find passes.
Oh, George, I could hear it. That's but it's kind of just
It's
sounds
very
like
low.
Listen,
extortion.
but
It's like
that
extortion in the back, something
Rudy,
crazy.
but back to you, like I think shout out to Portuguese Hammer. It might have been in the Minnesota game, might have been in the other game. It's the first time we've seen a through pass ball in a Galaxy game, and maybe in about this is our 7th game into the league.
That's not true.
It is true.
No.
It is true because that's it. Yeah,
No.
listen, that's your optimism talking.
No, that's me watching the game, fool.
Repeat that statement.
Say it again.
It's the first clear through pass that we've seen to the game in the game. It was after it was the Open Cup game. It was the Open Cup game of a through ball that led to a goal. And his comment was, that's the first clean open through ball that I've seen during a Galaxy game. And I read it and I was like,
and that was US Open Cup.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Not even against a 4th division team, 3rd division team,
7th. It could be just as bad as 7th division team. But the fact that that's the first time that I've seen a clean one throughout this, you're optimistic, Rudy. So I take your opinion with a grain of salt, just like you take mine. Like I'm very like we're on fire. We're on fire. This and that.
From my perspective, really quick about that first half because obviously with my work schedule, I woke up right at halftime, so I had no idea what happened that first half. First thing I do is check my phone and look at the stats, right? Because I'm curious, like how based on the stats. This is the first half stats, bro. First half stats. Goal, and again, obviously, stats are obviously a little weird, right? So take this everyone that watches this. For someone like me that I just woke up, I missed the whole first half. I have no idea what's happening. First thing I do is open my eyes, like, fuck, please don't be losing. Please don't be losing. Please don't be losing. I check 0-0. I'm like, all right, how's the game going? And then I check, I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Ball possession, 51%, 49% to the Galaxy. Goal attempts, 12-2.
For who?
To Minnesota. Shots on goal, 4-1, Minnesota. Shots off goal, 5-1, Minnesota. Blocked shots, 3-0, Minnesota. Corner kicks, 5-1, Minnesota. Offsides, 2-0, Minnesota.
And I could tell you by you reading this, it felt the same way watching it.
Okay. Yep. Goalkeeper saves, 1-4, Galaxy, meaning that obviously Jonathan Bond had more saves than the Minnesota goalkeeper.
Except for that one.
So Jonathan Bond didn't have more saves?
I feel like it wasn't 4, it was like 18.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, for sure.
He didn't get credit enough for not fucking.
Yeah.
Point is, I read that, I'm like, fuck. So the very next thing I do is I hit up Masa. Ask Masa, he'll tell you. Halftime, I texted Masa. Hey, Masa, what'd you tell me about that first half?
Let me check my text that you sent me.
Let me check.
Let me see what you sent me. No. Wait, I'm gonna check what you sent me.
Because you don't watch Galaxy games, so I figuring you.
I'm the one that talks the most shit about the Galaxy. I should watch them.
You have other stuff going. You don't even go to the stadium. I invite you to suites.
I see Y'all why would I go to a suite?
Yeah, good call.
So
good call.
Text me, how was the first half? I'm like, I'm working, but not good. We've been lucky. That's what I texted Angel.
Yep. I understood it. I didn't eat a lot. I'm like, in my mind, I was like, fuck, cool. And then I went to go watch the second half.
I'm telling you, so like the first 20 minutes, the stats were saying one thing and it wasn't that. But as the game continued, like Minnesota just, but again, like that part where Minnesota just became more comfortable. I'm not gonna knock on the Galaxy. That's just home field. Like you should do that. You guys should take note on how they do that.
They did after they got scored on. They did after they got scored on 3.
That second half.
My tweet going into the half was, "Thank God Minnesota can't finish."
Yeah. Again, and also fucking Williams
and Bondi.
Williams and Bondi standing on their head because like they both had like ridiculous like saves that could have ended in a goal. So second half starts. Lawson is gone. Sasha comes in. This shit right here. I think
he got a yellow within the first 2 minutes.
First minute. Yeah, first minute.
But also like
2 minutes again.
Bullshit.
I'm curious.
Yeah. You know what? I think it was bullshit. But I fucked the ref because he called it right. Like with fucking like the fouls. The fouls that were.
They had a similar play. They had a similar play that should have been a yellow, and everyone went crazy that they didn't give him yellow.
Yeah. Oh, I might miss that. But I okay. Like I wasn't complaining about, but I must have missed that. Sasha comes in, and I'm a little concerned because it's like, it's Sasha. I like Sasha. You know what I mean? I like Sasha, but I like Sasha like 70th minute Sasha. You know what I mean? And putting him up higher to try to create something or take a shot. Like with the players out on the field, like he had to hold that CM position, right? Like not defensive, but he had to hold CM position, and let the guy probably do a little more defensive work. Still a little concerning about that, but he comes in at the first minutes, right at the half. Nothing really changed though, right? Like Minnesota still had like the better chances. I think we were getting some looks here and there, but man, like I'm gonna talk about Granzier right now, right? Like we need to give him the same heat as Cabral because George, you're fucking right. Like he does drive, he does try to do shit, but when it comes down to making a decision, my man can't make a decision. And by the time he does, like he's closed down, or he made the wrong decision. Like you know what I mean?
First half or second half? I can't say shit for the first half.
The whole game,
Second
the whole
half,
game, the whole game, every game,
unbelievable.
the whole game, every game, the whole game, every game. Like
He had
Unbelievable.
one good drive in this game.
Unbelievable,
He had
dog.
one good.
Unbelievable.
If it wasn't
That's
for that one
insane.
good drive,
One?
we wouldn't have
Are you
talked about him.
Look, him and Cabral, they work
All right,
really
don't go
hard.
too crazy.
No, I'm not going crazy. They work
Alright.
really hard. Granzier's better,
Okay.
slightly better. But,
Okay.
but like if you had me pick one or the other, I wouldn't even know what decision to make. That's where I'm at with them.
You got.
Like,
Listen,
can't-
you were there.
I
You were there
can't-
until you got to
I
the
can't
end.
pick one or the other. I can't pick
Nah,
one
you
over
got
the
there
other.
until you got to the end.
Can't pick one or the other.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
In the last couple games, I've been adding straight from the stands, and I've been talking shit about Granzier. I haven't gotten a reply back. I've been talking shit about Granzier because listen.
No, I'm gonna keep defending Granzier. You guys are insane. This guy comes in off the bench most of the time
and doesn't do anything.
He tries more than the rest of the fucking team.
Tries. I don't give a fuck about they trying. Fuck, they're trying. They ain't doing shit.
Drives. Even this game, he was fucking driving. He
Hell yeah.
multiple times.
Hell yeah.
Once.
Hell yeah.
Adam, he actually gave Chicho a good pass, but no one was fucking there to finish. He gave the one to fucking he gave the one to fucking Araujo, fucking missed it completely. He drove in, cuts the right, took a shot.
And what that result in? And what result in?
Because the rest of the team fucking sucks.
Cool. So does he.
He doesn't suck.
He sucks too. Like I like. Yeah. Listen, I think
defending him.
Listen, that's fair. You could defend him all you want. Doesn't mean you're right.
To me, this is why the same. Like that's what I'm telling you. Like I think he needs the same heat as Cabral because like he has glimpses of things that I really like. Cabral, yo, he did this thing where he pulled it back and then did a little shimmy, and then kept going with the ball. Like, okay, like do something else with it, right? And then he lost the ball. But like there's certain things about Cabral that I like, bro. Like he like when he gets space and he takes off, like he looks good and he looks, but then he can't finish. Same thing for me. Granzier's same position. Like give him space. My man's gonna drive. He's gonna try to do something. But when it comes down to like one decision, and you're right, Angel. Like sometimes he has made the right decision, and it's been unfortunate he hasn't finished. But we can say the same thing about Cabral. He put a dime
though.
But no, I'm saying. But we can say the same thing about Cabral. He put a dime just like last week. Yeah, like no, he's done it again. Listen, you know why we think he's only once? Because that one was recent, right? So it's recency bias. But he's done it. But this is happening where like Cheech hasn't finished or somebody else hasn't finished, and we still give him shit because he's done all this stupid shit, right? Same thing with Granzier. Like, yeah, he drives, he does all this shit, but it doesn't end up in goals. And again, it might not be all on him.
Then the rest of the team is at the same level as Granzier.
They're all shit.
We're not disagreeing with you. We're not disagreeing with you.
They're all shit, but I think
we're not disagreeing with you.
I think they're on heat though. I think they're on heat.
Except for Klinsmann, he hasn't got a chance.
Never mind. Listen, again, like there's chances creation. No, there's limited chances in both teams. There's Minnesota still feels like the dominant team on the field, and again, that part I'm not necessarily like, oh, we should have been fucking all over them. Okay, they're home, whatever. 70th minute, our savior, our we couldn't wait till you get back to health. Victor Vasquez comes in. Out goes Cabral. You know how fucked up it is that I expect him not to do shit because the whole team wasn't doing shit, and as much as dope as he is passing, as dope as he is creating space, as precise as he is, like when the team is performing that way, like it's gonna take a lot for him to actually, create something or make a big impact because he needs other players to move around him because he's not gonna be the one moving. He's not the most flexible guy. So he comes in, and as happy as I am that he's back and he's getting some minutes and we're gonna see him in the field, like. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much from him. Not necessarily because of him, just because how.
I don't think you can though, especially if he just came back from injury. You're expecting him to be. That's because we're desperate, right? We don't have a Cam. We don't have Crim creative. We're desperate, and we know he's the only guy that can do it. But that's unfortunate. We're depending for a, what, 36, 37-year-old?
We've been saying this from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, no, of course. That definitely, yeah.
Our only hope that me and Rudy had, you and Masa were a little bit less, was Ephra.
Yeah.
And I'm running out of hope when it comes to that.
I'm out of hope.
That's
Fuck that guy too.
been out of hope, bro.
Listen, I'll tell you when I'm wrong. I'm
so
running out
bitter,
of hope
man.
when it comes to that. There's
I'm
nothing
so,
there.
I'm so bitter. I'm so bitter because this team. Listen, man.
On paper, let's say it, because every year we say it on paper.
No.
Every year.
Every year.
No.
I think after
no,
2017, we've been saying every year. After 2017,
no, but
it has
listen,
been on paper. On paper.
Listen to what I'm about to say right now, right?
All right, I'll hear it.
we started season since 2017 hot, like we were scoring goals and we're getting results, right? But we've been susceptible to fucking getting goals scored on, like for the last 5 years, like and nobody, and yeah, you guys have to agree with me, like shit, we had Zlatan scoring like 752 goals in one season, but we couldn't keep the other team without scoring. Right, this season, listen, like for what it's worth, right? With Williams,
how great of a player Zlatan is, though. I think that doesn't have anything to highlight how great he is.
It's still though, right? With Zlatan, we get 2 more draws and we win 2 out of 5 games that we lost, and we make a run and Zlatan in the playoffs. Like that's a game changer. Like no matter who you're playing with, but the fact is their defense has been shit. No matter who's come in, Pavon, like he had a way to move the fucking field, right? And he created shit, and Zlatan took advantage of it points. But what happens? Like we give up 4 goals and we lost 4-3. This year, look how we started. Dallas is the first team that gets away with that shit, like they did, right? So my hope, the only reason, because not the only reason I was included for any other reason, but why I was so hyped about this, or why I'm still like, you know, I'm still holding on, like just barely, is because they've shown themselves being better defensively, and I think, I mean, George, me and you had a conversation just yesterday about this, right? I think you said, like, again, we already got more points out of games that we shouldn't have got points that we did the whole last year. You could probably say the whole 5 years, right? Like we've gotten points that we shouldn't have gotten this year already.
Agreed.
So as long as we can stay defensively right, like we can make playoffs, and then playoffs is a different monster because you take one game at a time, you focus on that game, you game plan for that game, and you could, right? Especially if we sound defensively. Dallas shook me up. This game shook me up because we had, like, this game, it wasn't the pace, right? This game was that team being a little more intricate than other teams and having a little more patience with the ball, and it kind of took us out of position. Like, we weren't. Yeah, please.
But then I would argue that it's the beginning of the season and teams adjust. Teams adjust and they notice that you're not a threat up top. You don't have no creativity, so they start pushing up against you. So towards the beginning of the season, it might be an outlier to what we're going to see. So that's why everything that happens at the beginning of the season, I hold with a grain of salt. Listen, you can say no, but teams adjust. Right now, if you're a team playing the LA Galaxy, how defensively are you going to stay back?
Yeah, okay, my point. You just laid it on play for me, right? Because
that's fine.
Because I think you could work your creations. You could improve your attack. Defensively though, like you need to be a unit to fucking play. And
you feel comfortable when teams start pushing against us when we're playing defensively?
So what I'm saying is, you said it, teams adjust, right? So teams start pushing up on us, right? We're still playing out that from the back and inviting the pressure in, but our attack clicks, or we bring in a piece that makes it click, and that's different because you're gonna give us space behind. But so again, that's why I'm holding. That's why I'm not saying this is a wash. This is why I'm not saying this season is the same as like the last 5 years. Because right now our problem,
signing.
But no.
Who on our team right now could be that click?
We look, but we have players that you need a player to do something for, right? Again,
but who is it?
Again, we signed one player. We signed one player that's a Victor Vasquez like, that can unlock the space for the wingers and make somebody mark them and not have to focus on Chicha, and you unlock Chicha. So you unlock your space behind the defense, and you unlock Chicha, and it's a wrap, right? Because we'll miss 4 and we scored 3 and we'll be fine. Again,
I don't know. June, right? June is when the summer window opens.
The summer window.
Listen, we're holding our hope to this summer window. That's how I feel. Because Victor Vasquez could go to look at Victor Vasquez next game could have a hamstring issue that puts him out for the rest of the season. The age says it.
Yeah,
it is what it is. And then from there, we're gonna have Costa on cam, we're gonna have Efra on cam, and then we could carry this excuse into the summer. We didn't have anything to sign in the summer. We're holding our hopes on a 35-year-old that could just snap within. Listen, any player can snap within this. If Victor Vasquez stays and Raheem Edwards goes down, we shouldn't be holding up our season on two players. I don't feel that way, and that's what it is right now.
No, man. Man, you're uber pessimistic, I believe, because look at us before Vasquez goes down, right?
We're 2 glory goals away from being where? We're 2 glory goals away from being where?
Let me be short. Move along. Look at before Vasquez goes down and after Vasquez goes down, right? Before Vasquez goes down, we're mad because we're solid defensively. Maybe not creating, but we have opportunities in front of goal. We miss so fucking many, right? How many opportunities we were getting and we just couldn't put them away.
Rudy, we're 2 glory goals away from being 11th place.
All right, go ahead.
Like, before Vasquez, mad creations, we just couldn't put them away. After Vasquez, no creations, nothing to put away, right? And we still got some results there. Vasquez, yeah, you're right. We're relying on him, but you bring in a Vasquez-esque that could fill that hole.
Summer transfer window.
Yeah, and it's okay. But again, look, like we're looking down right now for whatever it is. And what you say? How many points?
We're 6 points away. The 2 glory goals, which equals to 6 points. We're 6 points away from being in 11th place.
But the reality is not.
Okay, exactly. Okay, the reality is we were in third. We were in third last season too.
But let me say, I'm with George on just about everything he said, and I'm not on your side right now, Rudy. I really am.
I've been yelling this shit from the beginning of the season. I don't see any creativity here.
I've been trying to, be in the middle, a little bit more optimistic because the Galaxy and a lot of things are really sour for me in other parts of the sporting world right now. I fucking love you, Rams. Thank you for my happiness.
Hey, what's up with the Dodgers, dog?
They haven't done shit yet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. They have catastrophic. Not even halfway through the season. It fell apart. All right, chill. Anyways, what I was getting at, I'm with George with everything said. As of right now, I'm gonna take it as it's not even a Victor Vasquez thing. Is teams are adjusting to us and we can adjust to them, to what they're doing to us, right? And that's what I'm sticking with. So I'm right now. It's sad, but I'm crawling like this. Let's get to the summer because I need something else. I know you're saying that we're overly pessimistic, or George is. I'm gonna be overly pessimistic right now, and I think rightfully so.
Sure.
Rightfully so.
Sure, but listen, but that's a choice though. That's a fucking choice, right? Because we're really not looking at what the differences are between this and the last 5 years.
Numbers and stats don't say it all though. I live and die by them.
I look at this.
Look at this. My eye has been saying that this team.
Stats say it all, dog. Stats say it all. If you're getting fucking results, playing
you're the
like
one
shit,
player that you're the one person that
results.
says that possession doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Stats, just because you have more possession doesn't mean you're the better team.
Listen,
try that again.
At the end of the day, if you're getting 3 points or a point on the road, whatever it is, then that's a good result. And at the end of the day,
that could only hold you so far, though. That could only hold you so far until you're exposed for what you really are. And I feel the Galaxy are being exposed for what they really are.
Okay, we lost a terrible game to Dallas.
With or without Victor Vasquez, I don't think the Galaxy are creative.
But the results have been there though, and that's what counters that.
The results were there last year as well at the beginning of the season, Master.
We were
yelling from the rooftop that we're in third place. How many times did I come onto this pod and you're like, "Well, we're in third. We're in third. It's okay. We're in third. We're in third."
How were we in third last year?
Huh?
How were we in third last year?
All I remember is everyone saying, "Well, we're in third."
How were we in third last year? You remember? I remember. I'll remind you how we're in third. We're outscoring every team to get points. Yeah, that's all we're doing. We're trying to score more goals than the team because we couldn't defend. Right? We're trying to score goals.
Games, our defense has been exposed.
And with that being said, Dallas is the only team that scored like that, right? That is the only team.
And that's when I say that stats don't mean everything. because
They do, because
Minnesota
we have a
could
better
have
defensive
easily
team. We're a better defensive team, bro.
easily put 12 on us yesterday. Yesterday.
We're
Easily
better.
put 12 on us. The fact that they
We're a
can't
better
finish is the
defensive team.
reason we didn't go down 6-0.
Oh no,
You could
because
say
then
that about a lot of teams, though. I mean, we
Yo-
couldn't finish either. Jovic had one at the end that we could have won that
Okay,
game again.
6-3.
Listen. So we should have beat NYCFC 3-0 instead of 1-0. We should have beat Charlotte like, I don't know, 5-6-0 instead of 1-0.
Okay.
So like your logic is the same logic I could use to apply for.
But my logic keeps me where we're at right now. Your logic should, if we were that team, we should be at least in first.
No,
My logic keeps me where we're at now, in fourth. In fourth.
We're 3 points
Okay,
behind.
but you're talking about like.
That's the difference.
I don't get a point you're trying to make there. But yeah, listen. What I'm saying is like, but I'm not saying that we should be in first. All I'm saying is that like the difference between this team and the years and the teams prior is that it's defensive. Right? Listen, the only team that scored multiple goals on us was Seattle, and that's because like to the day it's still like set pieces fucks us up, right? Every other team, bro, like this they've had to work to get a goal.
Not Dallas.
No, yeah,
Dallas put us on our ass. Yeah, listen,
Minnesota didn't have to work to get a goal. That's what I feel. Though.
We'll get to that. You know what? Let's get back to
but
Minnesota.
Sorry,
sidetrack because.
But they did though. But they had to work to get the goal.
Okay. I don't think so. I think
listen. Come on, man. Are you serious?
I was livid. Yo, like that? Are you serious?
No. That my bad. I'm sorry.
Minnesota's goal was one of those. Minnesota's goal was one of those. Is like finally, yeah, it had to.
I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I thought. No. Listen, they did the right. What I meant when they had to work. What I meant when they had to work, they took 17 shots to score one goal. They worked like in Bond and Williams being the reason for it doesn't matter. Defensively.
¿Para qué putas if you let yourself get scored like that?
¿Para qué? To take a point away in the road? To take a point in the road?
I think I will complain though.
Dog, no.
Because that was some bullshit from the ref.
Dog.
That was some bullshit from the ref though. You guys may want to throw that away, but I think that's bullshit from the ref. You make that sub for that person that should be in the CM role, and as soon as he walks in, they let him play.
Listen,
usually, why are you gonna make that substitution on your defensive half when you know that the ref's gonna let you do your thing?
And not only that, like that's not
because
new.
Sasha went down. What the fuck?
Like,
what kind of
but that's not new though.
I think Sasha went down to make time.
Then where's
Tinfoil had time.
Have somebody else drop back to help out.
Tinfoil had time. I think Sasha went down and
he made the fucking the striker sub too. Right. At the same time,
have somebody fucking sprint there, bro. There's not a fucking excuse.
And what pisses me off there is they tie, and what you do with that sub, you invite them to attack you. What you say is these 11 players that we have.
How was it inviting if it's a like for like sub?
Aguirre's a forward.
And fucking but Jovic was in. Because Chicharito was
Okay,
out.
but what happens when you put it up?
And then Aguirre went in for Sasha's spot. It's like for like subs, dog. Whether it was for different players. I don't understand.
It was 11 behind. It was 10 behind the line then, and then you have Jovic running around.
Even as a back off on the ref, like that's not new, bro. Like how many times do we feel like we got burned by the ref in the last 5 seasons? Often. So that's not new. Like and I think
I'm not mad at the result though.
I'm not either.
We shouldn't be. None of us should be.
Angel has the biggest point though. Angel has the biggest point because players should be responsible.
Right there. Where's that press? There's no reason that you let the Minnesota players turn that quick to give such a simple asleep.
Night, dog. Night. 87th minute.
Loss of concentration. Everything. That to me, that's the type of shit that pisses me off, right? Because you gotta be locked, especially as a defender at all times. You cannot fall asleep for a second as a defender. So, ¿pa qué? That's what I'm saying. ¿Pa qué putas?
We're mentally weak.
You were stealing a point. I said this how long ago, and you guys gave me shit about mentality.
I don't think I'm mentally weak.
I was.
I think. I don't know, but somebody was. And I saying that we were fucking mentally weak. But
we got 17 shots on goal and 1 goal scored. We're not mentally weak though.
Yeah, and then we would have stolen 3 points, and that's a big difference to me. That's
the difference between us being top 2, trying to fight for that conference championship, and us being a point away from being in 5th, 6th place.
My mind, I don't want to be top 2, top 1. No, it's I just need the points because
No, you do.
I think of Houston. No, I think of Houston.
No, you do. You
Every
want to win
fucking
everything.
year.
If you're yeah.
Not right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Not right now. Right now is I want to make sure that I guarantee playoffs. I mean, one playoff game.
Okay,
I mean, one
cool.
playoffs in the last 3-4 years. And
Cool.
why? Because we always lose out to a point, to one fucking point.
And there's
shit
your
like this,
point
it
in
matters.
Minnesota. There's your point in Minnesota.
Motherfucker. And that's
How
my
about the
whole point.
lost points?
Yeah. Listen, but this
But you
game
can't
any
change
other
the past,
this game any
though.
other year. This game any other year, it's 0 points in the road. This in the last 5 years, it's 0 points in a row. And nobody.
So 1 point at home.
No, not against Zlatan.
1 point at home. As opposed to 0 points at home?
Sorry. 0 points away. Enemy home. 0 points away. This trip, Minnesota trip, anytime in the past 5 years, with 17 shots at us, we're losing this game.
I'd give up this Minnesota. I'd give up that 1 point for the 3 that we lost at home, or the 2-point differential.
Dallas ain't inexcusable. Dallas is inexcusable. Dallas was a real fucked game. I told you. Like,
When the throw-in happened, how many players were around the ball? I think there was like 4 defenders around the ball.
It was like everyone was back there. So that whole excuse of hey, the defender didn't. Somebody we were one.
Danny said that shit. Danny said that shit too.
4 defenders. The Minnesota's 4 defenders are behind the ball too, anyway. So it's 4-2, or maybe 1 if that. Right? You have 3 Minnesota defenders by the halfway line, so 3-2 players. There's plenty of players back there to defend.
I don't
fuck out of here with that.
Listen, man. Me and Jeremy were talking about this because like 4 players crash in on 1 player, right? How does the ball sneak away from 4 players though? Right? Like, look, that's a bad play. Our defense hasn't done that though. Right? How many times have you seen that play this season?
Okay, but they did it.
Yeah, they did it, and it's a bad play. And listen, again, right?
Do you have faith in them fixing it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Koulibaly in there makes a difference, though.
Koulibaly in there is in the box.
Koulibaly in there is not
better. Koulibaly in there is not those 4 players. Those 4 players
I'm not even mad. Yo, I'm not mad at the way they collapsed on him. Right? Like they got the smart play. They drove down the wing. I'm not mad at the collapse on him. What I'm mad at is that it's 4 of you and nobody gets a foot on that. That's what bugs me.
Explain to me why don't you do the foul? If you knew the ball was played quick, why don't you foul?
Because they thought they could stop him. Because they have faith in themselves. I'm not mad at that either. Again, I'm not even mad at the way they collapsed.
But that's an experienced play. They play it fast.
Yeah.
You foul them and you stop the play. You reset yourself. That's a veteran play. And I feel that we should have the
yellow. You take that yellow
any day.
But again, listen. 4 players diving in, so like there's coverage there. There's coverage there. There's intention there. I don't know if anybody committed to actually getting the ball, right? Like everybody just went for it, and nobody commits.
The 1 ball, that's terrible, dog. That's terrible defending. 4 players crashing on one thing, that's terrible.
But it's not like the players are coming and they're set up ready for this shit, right? Like that happens. They get ahead in the ball and people's crash in to stop because it's 87th minute. I agree with you. It's not good defending. I'm not mad at what happened though, right? Because they're reacting to like something to the move. I'm mad at the fact that nobody commits to fucking getting the ball back. Everybody dives in to cover. Nobody commits to actually getting tackling. We didn't even talk about how we got the pen.
Fuck the pen, dog. I don't give a shit. I was more pissed.
You
about
should.
The fucking...
You should, because that's how we got a point and not take a L. That's what we drew and not take a L.
We had a point either way.
It was a center to
because we were probably got that.
To Chicha headers it. Nice header. Listen,
actually, yeah.
I'm enjoying the crosses that we're getting to Chicha on head. That's twice.
That's a goal. That's a goal if he didn't put his hand in because the goalie was stuck.
That's fair.
The goalie did not move.
Fair.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring that up. That's what I'm saying.
I like that, but I also don't want us to build just off of that. I have no idea. It came from maybe Julian. It came from the right hand side.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
But to my point, I like the fact that we're doing it, but I don't want to see 27 crosses because we're getting that opening. Which, as of right now, going into it, that's what we're getting.
I'm out. We already talked. No, we already talked about the goal they scored, which was really dumb. Right, it was really dumb. Sasha looked scary when he went down. I thought he really fucked himself up because like Lava went down and immediately did this. I'm glad that he fucking
just making time.
He finally broke.
I don't know. Listen, you're old. You're old. Sometimes you miss a step on the stair. You feel your knee crack. You're like, oh my god, there goes my ACL, MCL. You know, MC Hammer and all that shit. You know what I mean? No, I'm saying like I was referencing
when he took the pen.
Yeah. Talk about this.
Oh yeah.
How come Cheech didn't take it? Is Cheech like not confident or where he's at right now? I think that's what it was.
He should never take penalties. What the fuck?
Cheech is not
I
a
thought
good
I thought we
pen
went
taker,
through this already. That's why Sasha's
Hey,
assigned to him when he's on the field.
But Sasha's penalty if the goalie jumps that way, it's a bad penalty.
But he didn't. So let's not go there.
But he didn't. All right, but listen. But what I'm saying is that's not a good taking penalty either.
I mean, if
No,
you,
I think it
where
was.
was his life alert?
I think it was
if
though,
you
right?
make
Because
the, if you make, but if you make the
Can't
goalie,
get up.
if you make the goalie go the other way, then it's a good.
I look at his stance and he didn't do anything special.
no,
to
yes,
make
he
the
did.
Go the other way.
You know why the goalie goes that way? Because when he runs, his hips is wide, and then he touches back.
That's how he fucked
That's how he fucked up his hip. Yeah, so don't do that shit. Yeah.
There you go. But see, I dive early, and I guess right, like that's my thing because I suck at this. But the rule is look at their whatever they're shooting on the left or right. Look at the how their hip is placed right before you take it, and that indicates where they're going. I think he did really well because he's even leaning that way and then comes back in. Well, but listen, he's too old to do that shit because he fucked his hip up. I'm trying to take a PK. Overall, man, I was telling George yesterday when we were chatting right after the game, and I said like, it's fucked up that we took a point, but I feel like we took a fat L.
I agree.
That game was bad, and the Galaxy did not look good again. But
again,
because I think Dallas was bad. Dallas was really bad, and I think they look really bad this game as well.
I've been seeing this team for quite some time.
We have not seen. Me and you
again.
There
you go.
But we got a fucking point, and it's fucking frustrating because we got a fucking point.
You just want to rip off the Band-Aid already. If we're gonna be asked, let us be asked.
My point, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You said it a bit more eloquently than I could ever say it.
Wait, what'd you say?
You just want to rip off the Band-Aid already. If we're gonna be asked, we're gonna be asked, and that's what pisses me off because I know that we're asked.
I don't think we're asked.
But I think we are though. I think we are. We're not a good team.
I think we're okay. Fine. I agree with that.
We're playing the opposite of possible.
I think we're an annoying team for other teams. That probably is why you make it better that we're a better.
They come out be like, damn, hey, we got the Galaxy. Look at this team.
And they look at us on paper, you know.
On paper, there it is.
Yeah, they look, and then they start playing like, oh shit, it's just these guys suck. So we'll be fine. You know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, we got the Galaxy, y'all. Hell
yeah. So I mean, that's probably what it is.
Again, listen. I want them like I would have again. We got a point which we've said hundreds of times this pod. If you get a point on the road, it's a good result.
Highway robbery, you take it and you run away.
Oh my God, this doesn't feel like a good result though. You know what I mean? It is a good result. Let me make that very fucking clear. We took a point away. We jacked the point. We jacked the point. We were close. We almost had the whole bag and took 3. This is a good result, though. We got a point on the road. It doesn't feel like a
good result because we.
No, it would have been a great result. It would have made a great result, but this is a good result. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what we did the week before because we were playing this. We were playing on Wednesday.
I don't think this is a bad result.
We played Saturday.
This is a bad result.
We played Saturday and Wednesday. We had a shit result on Saturday. We walk away with a point from the road. This is not a bad result, Angel. I'm sorry. I understand you want to be bitter about Saturday against Dallas, and you should be. But this is a good result, especially the way we played. Especially the way we played. Because we didn't deserve that goal, though.
It's a good result, bad showing.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Take it. Good result, bad showing?
And I'll take that shit, and it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be good or bad. Like, if they're bad, food is fun because we're going to get drunk, we're going to party in the stands, it's going to be amazing, good times. This is blue balls.
As long as we keep getting results, though.
Yeah,
no, it's not that because then what are we prolonging, Masa? As long as we keep getting results, what are we prolonging?
We make playoffs. Listen,
no.
Okay, let me say this.
I want to hear this.
And tell me if I'm completely wrong.
I want to hear the in playoffs.
Anything
can happen.
Yep.
Is it okay?
This was one of the questions that came up. So
let's answer.
So we're on the topic. Let me give that person a quick shout out. Though, who was it? It was Out the Dungeon. Do you see us making playoffs? So Rudy, we're here. All right, we tied 1-1.
Let's have this conversation.
Okay, what's up?
So let's say this, right? Let's say we continue to be meh, right? Just like sometimes winning, sometimes getting point, taking else. We end up in 6th place and we'll play 3rd place, or we end up 7th place. We play 1st place, whatever is, you know, LAFC or Dallas right now, right? We don't know what that looks like then. One game you could game plan for one game. We're Met team at this point, right? Like we don't necessarily have an identity. We're not playing this or that. You game plan one game against LAFC, you can beat them. You game plan one game versus Dallas.
That's the only game that we win.
No, or Dallas. Like we one game in the playoffs.
Nope.
You could game plan. Listen, Man City versus anybody in the Champions League when it comes to the knockout stages, right? Like that's a dope ass team, bro. And what are the teams do?
Chat. In this case, we're not Man City.
No, we're not. We're not. We're the other team. We're athletic as fuck in playoffs. Like if we go in, and I'm saying that's not who I want to be. That's not saying who I want to be, but I'm saying like this form we go into playoffs. This form we go to playoffs. We become athletic. Well, we do whatever it takes to win that one game and get to the next round. Because then we got to do all over again. Win the one game and get to the next round. 5 games and we're fucking champs. Now, a stretch.
Who made it to the final last year?
If you said Chelsea, I believe, all right, cool, we're gonna be champions. Park the bus, let's go. I'll take it.
Okay, but who made the final last year for MLS?
We ain't winning shit.
Portland. Who had them in the fucking final? I didn't. And they're there.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying. You said we're athletic, so that means we're not gonna win the final, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Probably not. Listen. You get to a final, and I'm hoping like the other team is deserving of it too, right? Like, and we have to bank on something like Seattle did with fucking Toronto that one year. You remember when they had like 0 shots on goal and they still won the fucking championship that year? That type of shit. Like, so like I do believe the Galaxy.
I get it. Look, I get it. We also did it that year, and they made it to that final the year. They lose in the final. I get it. Yes, it can happen. Absolutely. But then you're banking the fact that we make it to playoffs. So as now, and shout out to _ Emmanuel H. We're a mid-table team right now, right?
10th place team, 10th, 9th place team. Top 4?
We're top 4
on the Western Conference.
You're going. Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm talking about end of season.
Masa, hold on. Before that, realistically speaking, where are you right now? Where do you think this team's at? Without seeing the stands.
Bro, if we're fucking getting results, then I don't fucking know. Like that, at the end of the day, that's what matters, and that's what I've been trying.
That's what bugs me about. Like, how can you not see the?
You like Boca Juniors? You like Boca Juniors?
100%.
What are they known for? Playing like shit and getting results.
We're comparing. We're comparing a banana. We're comparing a banana to a pomegranate you only find in the wild in the Amazon or Brazilian nature. Dog, we're comparing 3 different things.
Yeah, but we play in a league. We play in a league of bananas though.
Huh?
But we play in a league of bananas though.
Okay, so in a league of bananas,
we're going through shit. Go for it.
So in a league of bananas, we're maybe the Gerber babies, the Gerber bananas. Like we do just enough to like kind of blend in.
Okay,
and then
but at the end of the day, if the results keep
answer me my question. Give me a number.
I don't know because I don't know how long we're gonna get these results for. But if they keep happening, undeservingly, like you said, undeservingly, a result for result.
We're holding on to this thread, and we're just holding on.
Man, listen.
Okay, let's say on Sunday. Let's say we get a result again that we don't deserve, but it's a result. Let's say it's another 3 points and we didn't deserve it, but it keeps happening and it keeps happening and it keeps happening and it keeps happening. Then maybe we just don't have sexy football, but we get results. And at the end of the day, that's what keeps you your job. Oh, you're getting wins. You're getting into playoffs, but you play like shit. But you're getting results, and you're the annoying team, not the other team that you're supposed to face. You have this idea that the Galaxy have to play a certain way. We have to play sexy football.
No, I don't.
If they're not, but if this team is not that, but they get results, then they get fucking results.
We got to tie on the road off of a penalty. Granted, it was a penalty.
It was a penalty.
But what I'm saying, it was but we got to tie on the road off of a penalty. I'll take it. That's a highway robbery. The way that we played, you take that point and you run back home.
Exactly. Same thing with Austin.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Huh?
Same thing with Austin. We beat Austin, which is the number 1 team in the West.
Yes.
We beat LAFC, which is number 2 team in the West.
Listen, don't mention a rivalry game to me because you throw those out the window.
Okay, so then I'm giving you Austin then, and we play like shit.
But we play like shit. We're two miracle goals away from being 10th place. If you're gonna hold on to this,
or we're like 5 missed opportunities for being in first place. Right? The way you're saying it, I can say the same thing in the opposite way because we missed mad opportunities that would have get us more points and would put us on top of the table. Osman said it right now. A result against Dallas, a result against who we played before that.
I think
we would
our
have been in first
saving
place.
grace really is the fact that we're still in 4th place behind the first place
We're
teams
only
by
3
3 points
behind.
because everyone in the MLS
I
being the
think
shit out of each
I
other.
think that just shows. I think that just shows a representative of where the league's at right now.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not that
that's
great.
that's it. Oh,
And we're
I mean,
and we're getting like, man. Here's
I mean,
my
I,
thing, right?
would,
Like
I don't know if it's not
I
that
think
great.
I think it's
This
even.
shit's been
I think
entertaining, bro. It's just been dope.
I think we're banking. Listen, George. The biggest difference here is that you're banking on this team getting
Okay.
worse,
To
while
answer the
we're
question,
banking on a team getting better, right? Like that's where
answer
we're
the
at.
question. I don't think that we make playoffs. If we make playoffs, we're the first round exit, and it's the same thing I said last year. Masa, answer the question. Do we make playoffs? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
right now because we're over the line. If we weren't over the
At
line,
the
then
end of
I
the
would say
season,
no.
you
At the end
jackass.
of the season,
At the end
I
of
don't
the season,
care.
we had this
That
shit
was
last
that
year.
was that was last year. This is not
Answer the
this year, though.
question. Answer the
I
question.
answered the fucking question already.
You're going based off
Vaya,
of right now.
puta.
Yeah, today we're in the
I
playoffs.
answered your
Jackass.
fucking question. Yeah, we're in the fucking playoffs.
But that's what he
where I'm
answered.
at.
What the fuck? Listen, here.
He's saying,
I,
"Oh yeah,
asking
today we're in the
playoffs,
playoffs." Yeah, so we're in the playoffs.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I think we're in playoffs, right? Because we just took tres pepinitos from Dallas at home. You know. We just took tres pepinitos from Dallas at home, right?
Those aren't pepinitos, those pepinasos, loco.
Pepinosos. All right. Listen.
Pepinazo, man.
We just took 3 of them from, and right now we're sitting at plus 2 goals differential. Right after 12 games, the Galaxy have allowed 11 goals in. I didn't do. I wasn't obviously straight from the stand, so I'm not prepared. Because what I should have done is look at where we were at this point last year, and I guarantee it wasn't this differential of goals.
We're probably still saying third last year.
But it doesn't matter. Like
We held on to third for
I'll
so
tell you,
long.
the difference for me, the difference for me, the difference for me this year is that the defensive were better, right? Again, even yesterday with like that miracle saves from Bond and Williams having to overextend himself to get these fucking saves in. Like we still only allowed 1 goal in yesterday. Well, we shouldn't have. We should allow more goals in. And I think that right there is going to do the difference because that one, even if it's a point at a time at points, is going to get us points. Whereas last season we were losing points when we should have got points because we played better. We just couldn't defend. We make playoffs. How deep of a run? Let's talk about this when we get 2/3 of the way in. Because right now we're 1/3 of the way in. Let's talk about this in about that game. No. I'm telling you right now. Like if we continue this, here I'll give you my forecast based on how we've been playing so far. We're gonna be at a 4th, 5th place
at the end of the season.
Listen, I said and I started then. I didn't stutter when I said the thing before. The way we're playing right now, the way we've been playing up to right now, not just the last 2 games, the way we're playing up to right now, we're gonna be a 4th, 5th place team with a good defensive unit. How deep we go, I don't know because I don't know like if we're still just winning games 1-0 or tying them 1-1 or losing 1-0, that's tough because like you know what I mean like that's tough to make a run.
I have so much confidence that if we get a 4th place victory, the highest being a 4th place, I'll get a 4 on my asses and tattoo. That's a handshake right here.
I'm paying it. I'll pay for it.
100%.
100%. Repeat that. You're gonna get the number 4.
If the Galaxy get 4th or higher,
top 4
at the end of the season
in the West, though, right? Just to clarify.
Yes, in the West.
Okay.
Do they not play Tottenham this year? Galaxy. That has a lot to do with if they end up at 4th.
Listen.
With that being said, it's another episode straight from the stands.
No, 4th or above. I'll get a 4 on my ass.
If we optimism of me says we'll finish higher than this, but in reality, I think if we could keep a defensive the way we are, we're finishing 4th, 5th. Just based on that, just defense alone, I think we're 4th, 5th. Because man, we're 3 points away from being in playoffs. We're 3 points away from being in playoffs last year with a really, really bad unit in the back. There's no way we miss it. And again, I'll say it again, and I say this very clearly. We've gotten more points out of games we don't deserve this year already than we have in the past couple seasons. And that's going to be a difference maker. And Angel, you just said it. We need the points, right? Like Houston at the end of the year, glad we're playing Houston up next. But Houston for fan appreciation night has been a curse for us because we need a win.
Last game of the year.
We need ourselves. We need to be ourselves to get in, right? Like all this shit right here. Like, you know what's gonna be a big dub for me? And I don't think it'll be a success for the Galaxy. But if we could get into like the last 2 games of the season, having secured a spot, like I'm gonna be at least at a small victory level happy, right? Because we've been like these other teams also like the last 5 years have been all the cocktease because they've been or maybe not 2017, but after that like we look like we should be better and we're not. Like at least right now we're looking bad, but we're still in the mix.
Hey,
like
there has to be a little bit on the other side of this bet though. I mean, I don't want you to get any tattoo. I'm that confident. Give me a little something.
What do you want? I'll get a tattoo. I don't mind. I like tattoos. I like tattoos. I don't mind.
Oh, a Kool-Aid man.
I'm down.
A little
yeah.
Kool-Aid
We'll do
man.
Kool-Aid man.
A little,
We're doing-
like
we're doing-
little
we're doing Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid man.
Do the color
doing
blue
it.
one though, not the red one. Do them in blue.
Nah, no color. He doesn't have colored tattoos.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I'm
Little
too
Kool-Aid
dark for
man.
it. I'm too dark for it.
Oh, yeah.
A little,
guys.
hey, handshake right here.
Yeah.
Handshake. Okay.
There you go, man. There you go.
Hey, someone's
There you
getting
go.
tatted at the end of the season.
There you go, dog. There you
Like
go.
11 them? Like that?
No, we're actually gonna do it.
Nah, I was gonna
We're
talk
gonna
shit,
do
but he might come out here.
He double taps our shit on Friday, so I'm not gonna talk shit. He's cool. But yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Listen, man. At the end of the day, I know we derailed this conversation. We haven't really talked about the games much because we've been talking about what the Galaxy is.
Lots to talk about.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
I'm not upset with how we've gone in this route. But at the end of the day, though, man, like our conversation that we just had right now for the last hour or so, is I'm sure it's the same conversation a lot of people are having right now. Right? It's just this, like,
They
who
should
the
have a
fuck are
podcast.
you? Like, who the fuck are you, Galaxy? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, and can you make up your fucking mind? Are you good or you bad? Just like, stop walking the fence. Like, just make a choice. Like, be bad if you're gonna be bad, and it's fine. Like, we've been there before. We could turn up. We could have fun. You know what I mean? Or be good, and we could have fun and turn up. Turn up.
That's true,
Turn up,
yeah.
turn up.
All right, hey, we got a game this weekend. Come on, boys.
Yeah,
Oh, we do. Fuck, I forgot about that. God,
we play Houston at home mid-season, baby. Let's go.
Hold up. Time out. Can someone check? Do the Galaxy have a stupid ass promotional night happening on
They-
Saturday or Sunday?
I think.
I'm not sure.
Is it?
No, I'm tripping. This next.
Oh, thank the Lord. All right, so maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance. Because on these promotional nights, it ain't it, y'all.
Nah, it doesn't even fucking matter. Just we doesn't know. Like Galaxy finished season off at Houston, so it's same shit.
Yeah,
You guys
I-
are right.
Or here,
This is the
or
same
here at
fucking
home.
shit. No,
No,
away.
we do
away.
finish against Houston this season.
it's
at
away.
Houston. It's the last
it's
game of
away.
the season.
No,
It's
you're
at
right.
Houston.
Everything I just said is invalid. George, book my Kool-aid tattoo right now. I'll go get it done. So because we're finishing at fucking. Listen, last home game of the season. Last home game of the season is versus RSL, and then the last game of the season is at Houston. Go ahead, book my shit, dog. Book my shit for September. What is that? No, for October 10th. I'm down to get the tattoo. I'll book my shit and solo, dog. Yeah. So we play Houston, which so far, as it's a Houston team, right?
Hold on,
they're
real quick.
fixed-
Striker in the chat said the next two games are promotional nights. I don't know what the promotion is. So, but regardless of that case, then we probably took a fat as other Houston.
I am out of the loop right now.
Oh,
So
hey,
I'm gonna-
one is Pride and the other one I forgot. The Pride jerseys
Right
this year?
next week.
Hey,
Pride
the Pride jerseys this year?
I
Respect.
mean next.
I wasn't a
Okay,
fan
yeah.
of the yellow ones. These I think these
I
are
like
one
the
of
yellow ones. The yellow ones yesterday, last year, they were.
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah. I like those.
But
They're
these
dope.
this year?
Yeah,
Whew.
topping.
And
for
and the Black Heritage ones that they dropped. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
The one with the
yeah,
flowers?
Yep.
Oh, man, and the suit? Hey.
Fuck, no, Matt, never mind. I won't talk about Saturday.
My bad.
Let's get back into Houston. Houston, a team who looks very similar in record wise to us, except they have a few more L's in their thing. But still, they're coming off a loss to Seattle Sounders, a dub versus Nashville, a dub versus San Antonio in the US Open, and a loss to DC United, a loss to Austin, a loss to Dallas.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think we're like for like. So, from my
I don't know,
perspective, from 4th to maybe 9th or 10th, I think it's a very simple because it's only 5 points that separate that. I
It's
think
only 3
that
points to
group
the first place.
okay, but I think that's just still a little bit more concise.
But we
3 to
beaten
5?
we beaten two teams above us. Like this shit's just crazy this season.
One's a rivalry team, though.
Doesn't
Austin
matter.
or
One.
Austin.
You play who you play
Austin.
against.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he still won though.
But listen, we're quick to make excuses of why we suck.
No,
But we
I've
can't
always
acknowledge
said a
some things that
rivalry
we've
game
done.
is throw out the window. Listen, the Galaxy could be in last, or vice versa. LAFC could be in last, and the Galaxy in first, and it's a rivalry game. We said this with San Jose. Plenty.
It doesn't matter.
We said here.
It doesn't matter.
and
We're in fourth. We're in
Alright.
fourth. They're in second. 3
Houston.
points behind.
My point to Houston is more. It's a very even matchup. Their goals in favor are 14. They're 14 and 14. Goals in
Yeah,
favor, goals
yeah.
against. We're 13 and 11. Right there. Goals against, we're still a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be an interesting game, especially since it's Houston. Houston apparently turns up against us just like FC Dallas does.
Everyone does. That's nothing
It's the
new.
Galaxy, yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
Yes.
We're
So
always
talk
going to
to
have a
me.
target on our back. Are we going
Who-
into predictions, lineups, or
No. Anybody seen anything of Houston? Have you guys seen any? Because I haven't.
not.
Got
So, like,
Absolutely not.
Albert
Not fine.
Carrasquilla got a red card last game, so he's gonna be out. And
What
he's
does he
like a
play? What position
key.
does he play?
He plays like a CM/cam, so he's like that creative force
Victor
Okay, that's
in
good.
Vasquez.
Houston. He's a good player,
Okay.
and he's out with the red card.
Okay, cool.
That's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like Houston doesn't seem. I keep stopping. I keep stopping because I realize I'm about to say the same shit I said about Dallas.
Here we go.
So I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Here we go.
I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it. But
If it makes you feel better, I feel less worried about Houston than I did about Dallas
Oh, that makes
last
sense. Okay.
pod. So I still don't know what to expect.
well,
I do know what to expect. Ugly ass game and get a result, but
well,
I don't know.
I'll say as much, right? Like they've at least not scored as many goals as Dallas, right? 12 games in, 14 goals. They're similar with us, where like it's not like they're a high scoring team. So we should see it as, man. I think I can't talk about Houston because I don't want to sound like an idiot not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. But I will say this though, right? Like if we can fucking manage to dictate how this game goes at home, the way we had been prior to Dallas, we should be all right. Because we had bad performance versus Dallas. We had a bad performance, even though we only let one in off of one play against Minnesota. I still think this unit is gonna be all right, right? Hopefully, Raheem is 100, and Koulibaly's back this game. Hoping that changes. I hope that changes. And if we could dictate that game, if we could play out the back, avoid the first line of press, and then get into space and try to do what we had been doing prior to this game, we'll be all right. We'll win this game. If we see anything similar to Austin, Dallas, or fucking Minnesota, I don't want to go to that slide, man. Because I think even if we're a result of Minnesota, I think if we have another bad showing, we need to talk about it. Like okay, is a slump going on right now? Because we have not looked. At least to me, I know George, you feel differently, but at least to me, they haven't resembled what they looked like the first 10 games of the season, the first 9 games of the season. Thoughts on this game? Thoughts on what the Galaxy need to do?
Yeah, I do. Change up what the fuck you're doing, Iriga Gvani. You don't have a cam.
Yeah, he does.
No, he fucking doesn't.
Vasquez is back. The fuck you talking about?
You think he's gonna play? You think
Yeah,
he's gonna go 90?
100%.
I don't.
He's gonna be right. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Fine.
100%.
So
I don't think he's ready to give me.
you know my
a start
problem
right
with
now.
that. Sorry to cut you off,
Right.
Angel. You know my problem with us having a cam. It's making him make a decision on who the winger is going to be, and I don't think that he sets Cabral. I think Ranzier takes a sit there.
But fucking that's a coin flip to me though, man.
It's not.
The fact that we have both of them. The fact that it's either or. It's bad.
If you're giving me 25% more of it, I'm just throwing out a percentage. If you're giving me 10, 15, 25% more of a chance of being a little bit more dangerous inside the box, and maybe they could trip you up and cause a penalty. Shit.
Perhaps.
I'll take Ranzier then. I'll take Ranzier over Cabral.
I agree with you, and I hate the fact that I agree with you.
Yeah, it's
that's the situation we're in, man.
State of the galaxy
right,
that's the state of the galaxy.
Our attacking. The state of our attacking. I don't think we bank on anybody, man. But I think you're right.
Vanny's not it for us, y'all. I hate to say
I
it.
don't even think. No, I don't think it's Vanny. I really don't think it's Vanny. You think the signings are bad? No, I think you got it wrong.
Think the signings? No, do you think the signings were above Vanny?
I think you got it wrong with Cabral for sure. I'm okay with Grant here because he's.
So who's Costas man? Is that a FO man or is that a Vanny man?
Gotta be an FO.
I think that's an FO guy. I think that's FO man.
That's right. I'm neither here or there, but I think Cabral was his.
Shows you how much the FO knows about signings, right? Fuck, like if that's your DP star, like what star about Douglas Costa? Fucking go for Dybala if you want. You want star? That's star power right there. That's DP money. That pay that motherfucker if you want to do that. Not
You know what?
Costa.
You know what? Fuck the star power. Dybala is a player we need.
Yeah.
Not Costa. You know what I mean? Like, so your point
He's
is
the
Can you
valid
star
too.
imagine
power.
Dybala as a
Your
cam?
point is valid too.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
He is a cam.
Can you
yeah,
imagine him as a cam here?
Fuck
Even
yeah.
as a winger, you can put him as a winger. He'll kill.
no.
Yep.
Put him as a cam. Put him as a cam. Like,
But if
just
you
leave
put him
it
as a winger, he'll be fine too.
you know how Mazda's like it's been years and he still talks about Fabio. Like this will Dybala it's
I'm gonna start doing the pod like this.
inquantable times better than fucking than that fool. But yeah, Angel, did you finish your point that you were trying to get across? I think we hijacked you.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind it. Fucking change the lineup, bro. Just play the two up top. Fuck it, because
Alright.
Chicha can't do it by himself.
Let's
Straight
go
up,
there. Let's
Chicha
go
can't do
there.
it by
Let's
himself.
go there. Let's
Chicha
go
can't do
there.
it by himself. And Dejan has showed you so far in the few minutes that he's gotten, in the last few minutes, that he will be dynamic. He will be more active. He will drop a little more. He will be a little bit more dangerous. And I think Cheech needs some support right now, because right now it's easy to defend Cheech because they're not being creative with him. So change your approach in the game right now. Fucking, I don't care if it's ugly. We're gonna talk about we just want to get wins. If everyone's be like, we don't care how we play, fine, fuck it. Just play direct. You want to play the wings? You can play the wings in a 4-4-2. If you want to be just very direct, you could play very direct down the middle with a 4-4-2. Why? Because you have two players, one that could potentially help aerially, or just two that can be there to cause chaos. And you have your two center midfielders that can support.
I agree
Now,
with
Man.
Angel.
whoever you're gonna have,
1,000%.
yeah, if who you're gonna have in
Angel.
center midfield, that's a toss up. We can talk about that. There's different combinations we can do,
Angel,
right? Yep.
Angel, put your Greg Vanny to pay on and give me a lineup, dog. Different lineup than what we have right now. Put your Greg Vanny to pay on and give me a lineup, dog.
Oh shit, it's a fucking spider, dog.
Run! Burn the house down! Fuck this!
So to Angel's point,
Somebody's gonna
my
let's
thing
have to
is
think
that we're
about this.
banking on our defense so high. Then you go out there, put an offensive lineup, score 1 or 2 goals early, and then put your money on the defense. I think
But-
that's what we need to do.
But listen, like I say defense, and in that I include
apologize.
Revelason and
And
Delgado.
Markey.
Yeah. Like
Sorry.
so you know what I mean? Like so
But
like, for me it's hard
but by adding Dejan, I don't think that you necessarily
Okay.
take him out of the
Sorry, guys.
defensive equation that much.
So-
So what I said,
listen,
Angel, to your point, Angel, about having two strikers, I think you were spot on because one, you need to, if we're banking on our defensive mindset so hard, you go out there, you score 2, you score 1, and then you play a defensive game and then play how you have been playing. Try to create just the way that you've been creating.
All right, well, I knew what my lineup's gonna be. Well, it's
Oh, go
gonna
ahead,
be
go
Bond.
ahead.
All right,
Talk
Bond.
about
Do we know what the status is on Edwards?
He's fine. He's fine to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
no, he got hurt.
He
got
came out. He came out injured.
He got
It might
No,
have-
banged up.
but I think that was precautionary because we have a game of
Okay,
Let me
yeah,
text him.
It
Let me
might have
text
been
him. Tell me.
precautionary. Okay.
I'll text
Well,
him.
assuming he's good to go. Him obviously Koulibaly be back because of yellow cards. Williams and Araujo. Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to coin flip on who the wingers are gonna be, cool, fine. But
No,
to me, because it's
Tell me,
me,
Vanny.
because
Tell
it
me,
is
Angel
me,
Vanny.
it's gonna be Grand Sir and it's gonna be Costa on the wings, and then in the midfield to start the game is gonna be Mark with Victor Vasquez because you do want to have maybe someone that's creative and someone's gonna give you the legs to support Victor Vasquez, right? And then your two up top.
Dejan and Cheech.
Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer right there. Dejan and Cheech. That's you need your two strikers. You guys that are going to create and be deadly.
Yeah, man. You know what my only concern with that is? Because I don't think it's bad. My only concern is like I think the defense has been good because they've been positioned correctly most of the time. They've been in the right positions most of the time, and that has a lot to do with. I just said it right now to George before you got back is that we have Revelason and Mark in the midfield, and they're down to kind of like move around and support that, right? Like leaving Mark there, like we're telling Mark like you are an anchor and you're deep lane CDM,
Right, but
like,
you've been
you need that
banking.
help.
You've been talking about our defensive shape and how sound we've been in that situation. So I'm banking on that formation. I'm banking that our back four. Oh, assuming that Edwards is good to go, we'll be prepared just to have one pure anchor. Pure CDM player, pure one pivot, whatever you want to call it. Just the one guy there supporting. What's his name? Fuck, I'm brain fart right now. Sorry, Victor Vasquez. Right, and if it gets to the point where like, hey, you know what, it's not working right now, fine, switch it up at some point maybe, but at least give me a half of that. Give me a half of that as best as possible. Give me a half of that. Figure it out for a half. I need the creativity. I need goals right now. We need
Man,
goals.
So who's
I
your
hear
attacking
you.
half? Your attacking half is the two up top and no the wingers. Sorry, to be more
Costa and Grancer.
okay, and Vasquez in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vasquez with Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I just don't see him ever doing something like that. At least not right now.
Yeah,
You know what hoping maybe he's a coach, so maybe he's doing it, but like maybe hopefully they're trying some of this shit on the practice field, so it's not so they can implement it at one point here, right? They do need to figure something out, especially because we're not bringing in a player like immediately, right? Maybe in the summer, but we'll see. I would fuck with it. I would fuck with it, but man, like if I don't think like the risk taking is not something I a synonym for Vanny at this point, right? Like he sticks to his fucking guns too much.
You're at home. Go after it. Try to get those goals.
I mean,
then you switch up if you want to revert.
I mean,
back
more
to
at home
your
than anywhere, right?
Yeah. If you want to revert back to the formation, you revert back to it later in the second half. If it's not working for you, but try it.
Agree.
Masa, all right, fine. There you go. Thank you. Hit me what you think. Hit me what I line up.
I'm running the same shit that we're already running, and
What's that? What Angel's running or what Vanny's running?
No. What Vanny's running, because the reason why we've been decent defensively or better defensively is because we have Revelosan and Delgado covering the middle. If you if you put Delgado and Victor Vasquez in a 4-4-2 or in a 4-1-2-1-2, whatever the fuck, as Vasquez's cam or whatever, then you leave Delgado alone trying to cover all that space in the middle.
I clearly said that. That's gonna be his role.
I don't think it's gonna work. The reason why we've been
I literally just said if it doesn't work, then we revert back to what you were doing.
But why do that if you're at home?
Because it's the best time to try something at
but
home.
you can't lose it. You can't lose a game if you don't get scored on.
I mean, we got scored 3.
That was a one-off, right? You
hopefully.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because then we can stupid ass go after.
Well, I don't know.
At least so far.
But I'm saying like to risk it like that right now.
We haven't scored goals, Masa. One each game, if that. And we talked about this earlier.
How does Jovic and Chicha being up? How is Jovic and Chicha being up top?
They only play one game together for a little bit.
And who will create for them? Who will create for them?
They've made it work. They cause chaos. You're the one who always talks about chaos.
Listen, we're banking on that. Then we're banking on that. Then we have Raheem Edwards.
Direct. That doesn't necessarily mean be creative down the middle. I said be direct. There's different ways to be direct to the middle. That's it's Nashville. Cause chaos. That goal at the end.
But everybody was on though.
Right. And you just asked. And what happened?
But we didn't go too up top though. We didn't go too up top.
So where did we go?
We had Jovic playing a slightly more tucked in, but out wide.
Okay,
more
there
like
you go.
A
2
Lamro.
forwards, 1 more tucked in, whatever. However,
but he wasn't a forward. He was a fucking winger.
You saying he was a winger? All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Man, well, listen. You know. I have another argument here with this.
I like to do something different.
Yeah, you do something different. Like
back.
You run what you're already running, and if it's 0-0 with like 70th minute to go, then you throw Jovic in. And
that's the Vanny way, though. That's the Vanny way.
But that's all.
That's what we've been doing.
That's all he's been doing.
And that should work against Nashville.
We're sitting
fourth. What the fuck?
Okay,
we're getting results, man. We're getting fucking results, man. Listen, I swear to God, I don't get it. Like when we don't get results, we're mad.
It's crazy that we're still using that we're in fourth, and we used that we're in third. How long last year? We've used it for so okay, and then here you go defensively. Okay,
no, toss that away too. Toss that away too. Listen, toss away the fact that we're in fourth place. Toss away the fact that I think we're playing a better defensive unit, or we are a better defensive unit. Just focus on the fact that like we got in points where we shouldn't have gotten points already, and we dropped points. The one time I think we dropped points is at home against Dallas, and that wasn't even drop points. Oh yeah. Orlando. No,
we didn't score. That goes back to my.
We didn't get washed. We didn't score.
1-0 at home.
But the chances were there. The chances were there.
We didn't score.
And we could. That's my issue with this team, that we don't fucking finish the chances that we've had.
I
don't care.
But Rudy's on here talking about Victor Vasquez. That's it.
I don't care that we play like shit.
The chances had been there,
but the chances are there, and we're not finishing. They've been there.
So how does that logic that we should have lost last game then?
Let's not play. Listen. Like I
I'm
think
going based off
the
of what happened during the game.
Okay, me
yo,
too. I'm going based off what happened in the game last game.
but let's
But
not kid
we
ourselves.
didn't.
Go. All right, go.
Oh
Proceed,
man,
proceed.
How are you gonna say? But we didn't lose that game. But
We
then
didn't
say we
lose.
okay. But then how are you gonna say we should have won last game?
I
Go
didn't
back-
say
go
we
back to
should have
the-
won. I'm saying
You're
the
just-
chances were there. I'm saying the chances were there against Orlando. We didn't finish.
that part. Oh, against
Well,
Austin.
against
But again,
against
man,
Minnesota
Austin
had
too.
their chances, they didn't
Against Austin.
finish.
Against Austin
Yo.
too. We had the chances. We
Yo.
didn't finish.
Exactly. But listen, like we can't focus on like if this team is gonna take a step down on defense, or if this team can finish the chances they create, right? Because like that's not where we're at. We're neither there or here. And is a good opportunity for us to be worse at defense, as there is an opportunity for us to be better offense. Like we're right now, we're a meh team, right? Because on a meh. Listen,
Do you see us becoming better at offense?
Yes.
Okay, that's the only answer that I want to hear.
How?
Because I don't see
Victor
it.
Vasquez is back.
Yes.
And if he goes down again,
Hopefully it's closer to
It's
June.
insane to me that
Hopefully
you
it's
guys
close
are
to June.
relying on just Victor Vasquez.
and
We
are.
have to.
And we
We
are,
have
and that's
to
the
because that's
problem.
all we have.
He's not gonna last the rest of the season. He's gonna go down.
Nope.
He's gonna go through
Okay, so
stretches
that's
again.
Hopefully.
summer windows. For
Hopefully, like make it to summer, please. Make it to summer, please.
Hey,
That's all I
listen,
want.
there's been people that talk to Chris Klein, and summer ain't looking nice either.
We have the money, and we have the space now because
Money's never been an issue though.
It has. It has.
Where?
Listen, up to this year, which I'm gonna shoot someone's foot at the same time, but I'm gonna tell you how we didn't have money. We couldn't sign a player of any
'Cause of
caliber
why?
because we had like bad DP
Because we
signings.
spent money earlier, though, right?
Okay, but we didn't have the money to
What are you
work.
talking about?
We have money.
We have
We have
time
money.
space.
But we have money
what
right
I'm
now. We
saying-
haven't.
When we've had money, have we been useful with that money? When's the last player that we've been useful with money other than Zlatan?
Cool. For the last 5 years, we've been talking about how we need
Baby.
7, 8, 5 players brought in and released. Right? We've been talking about how like 90% of the squad needs to go. This year, 90% of the squad needs to go. But if we get one player, like that might be all right. You know what I mean? Like we're not in a fuck situation as we have been in the past. Right? Let's start off with a keeper, then look at a defense, then look at our holding mid, and even look at the fact that most games we end up out shooting our opponent without the end product. Right? Like it's yeah. Listen, it looks fragile as fuck, but it's just one thing missing away from click, and that could be Vasquez. That could be any other player who might step up and gets a limpia and get a fucking web on his face and plays better and shit. Like it could be anything, or it could be a collapse too, right? Like I think we're a team, and we could either be like end up fourth, fifth, and you get a fourth place tattoo, or we get up in seventh place, and I'm gonna get a Kool-aid man tattoo.
All
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like that's where we're at right now.
To my lineup, we'd go with a 3-5-2. If I'm Vanny, I shoot a
Hell yeah.
3-5-2. If I'm
Hell
Vanny,
yeah.
I shoot a 3-5-2. We're good defensively. Let's hold it. Let's hold it
Yep.
to that standard. We need to be yeah.
three center
3-5.
backs, and you're gonna have two wing backs,
Yep.
or two pure wingers with like what's
Raheem and Araujo, just going
okay.
back and forth, and then
And
two
who
up
are your
top.
three center backs?
That's the problem. I can't pick. I pick Stega, Williams,
who's the
and
third?
Zavaleta.
Okay, and then who are you two? Then you have your two midfielders.
Araujo and Raheem.
Mhm. And your two CMs.
I have
Mercado,
Markey, I
Ravelison.
have Ravelison, and I have Victor.
Okay, so there's no Costa.
No?
Or
No
Garcia or
Garcia?
Orca, bro, because they're all
Orca,
fucking
bro.
trash.
No?
All right.
That works. You know what? That works for me.
So
I'll
you're
take my chances.
banking. You're banking on.
I'm banking of us holding the midfield. If I'm trusting my defense, if what we're saying here is right, I'm trusting my defense. I'm banking on us. If Vanny's really big on possession, we're holding the possession with the 5, and then we have our 2 forwards up top. If everything that we're saying,
No.
that we're saying here is correct, this is the best way that he could come out as and you're playing at home.
Because
You don't have to play defensively,
just to give
right
you-
now,
don't
the
have
only
to
one
play
I trust
defensively.
playing in that real wing back role is it's Edwards, because we've talked about this in the past that for as much as Araujo does.
Okay, but
going
Araujo's a
forward, he's
$10
not
million
winner.
man. We've been on here defending Araujo. You get your money.
No,
It's a World Cup here. Go ahead, do it.
I don't think Araujo is a winger, and so
No, he's not a winger.
I see concerns there. But the only thing that backs him up here is that man has pace, right? And he runs 90 minutes. So like defensively, he gets through what he needs to do. He has had better seasons, has better games, but I'm still okay with him being there. Going forward, like he sometimes he's great, sometimes he's shit. But again, like to be honest, like here, George, I think you might hit it right in the head, because my concern with the Angels lineup is the fact that we haven't tried it before, and like is the position might be off, right? 3-5-2 is something that Vanny has experiment with, look with, or 5 in the back. You know what I mean? Something similar to where like our defense gets super wide and pushes up to back up the midfield and attackers. So I think that might. Do I like it? No, I think I like our what the formation and what they're trying to do right now better. But I think if we want to see change, if we want to see two up top, I think the closest thing to that might be George's formation.
The reason why I like George's formation over the 4-4-2 is because the personnel's there for it. Like if we go into a 4-4-2, then we lose something in the middle, and in that 3-5-2, then we still have coverage from Robelison and Tagalo, and we still could get creative because Vasquez in there, and you throw your 2
Well,
up
we've been
top.
on here talking about how they've given up certain things in midfield. So you're banking on those 3
You
center
have to.
backs.
You have to.
Okay. That's no different than trying to bank on my
Nah,
shit. But listen, I'm
but-
down with that either. I'm
but
down
who
with
are you
that too. I
banking
have
on?
no problem. I have nothing.
My
no one
issue
right now.
is
That's my
that
point.
nah, never mind. Fuck it, whatever. We're already past that shit.
Listen,
All right, we're hey,
You're from
11:15,
Mexico.
boys.
I have no problem with George.
oh my god, yeah, it's fucking
Just
late.
try something different. Just try something else.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm banking on we stay the same. And we see either Grandsir or Cabral in one wing, see Costa in the other wing, and we see the only change we see.
Fucking matter.
The only real change we see is Vasquez in there. Man, I hope it does, because at least when Vasquez was there, there were chances being made in front of goal. So I'm hoping that's the case again. All right, let's go predictions. I think we have a couple questions, and then we'll fuck out of here because late. I didn't realize how late we were
All
going.
right, quick predictions. Just say numbers. Angel, go ahead. Say numbers. That's it. Number.
5-0 Houston.
Shit. All right.
Here we go. We're gonna win.
I get what he's doing. No, I get what he's doing. And I like it.
No, I get it. I get
I get what he's doing. And I fuck with it. 2-1 LA Galaxy. I can see it 2-2 tie though. But 2-1 LA Galaxy. I want it. We get scored on.
2-0 G's.
2-0 G's.
Clean sheet. Clean sheets.
Yep.
Optimistic.
No. Nothing good.
Nah, just Houston and Dallas.
Question. Shut up. Yeah.
Just really quick, we only had to because we covered the rest. Logan Jones 0-1. Cabral's not even USL type of player, and probably not even a Sunday League type of player.
He's not. There it is. Get him out of here.
I don't know, man.
R. Period Delgado Junior 17. Any update on the goalkeeper jerseys? Supposed to be summer, but that's it, right?
They said summer.
Yeah. We're
All
not
right,
summer
danger-
yet. We're still in spring.
Hey, talking about merch. Japangelis. Y'all seen that drop? That shit looks nice. Hey,
That's 22nd.
shout
right?
out to that. Yeah, it's a shop at a Little Tokyo. I looked into it. Shop at a Little Tokyo, right where Rift's at.
Yeah.
I like the drop.
dope.
It throws off the what's the collab? J Undefeated. There you go. Hey, recipes on Instagram. All right. Danger TRL says, should we start the B team against Houston on Sunday? And is our B team better than our starters? No, absolutely not.
Hey, Danger, I love you, dog, but let me get some of that shit you smoking, dog. You tripping on that one.
He might be drinking. He might be drinking the opposite of your Kool-Aid.
Because the point is
Don't give me
obviously
that
thinking
shit.
about that game on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It was bad. All right. He follows up with, do you think anyone scouted Chase Gaspar to see if he was good, if he was a good fit? Doesn't seem to fit Vanny's style of play.
What you mean, dog?
Jasper is fucking solid, dog. He
Okay,
He had a rough fucking.
Okay, that's fine. You could say he's solid, but we're going off of one thing. You could see 18 videos of. Okay,
He asked if he scouted, bro.
Okay.
I saw a lot of Minnesota last year and previous years to that.
Then why didn't you send this shit to fucking Michael
Okay.
Stevens? Why didn't you send it to Stevens? He would have said no to this, dog.
All right. And
Muscle man,
Mitch Ebby wants to know: do you think there's a realistic chance that the FL actually brings in a Cam in the summer transfer? The
No.
attack seems to flow better with Victor in there, even though he can't stand a full 90. Listen, the way that this pod has been saying is they're banking on a 10.
All right, here I'm gonna take 2 minutes to answer. I'm gonna take 2 minutes to answer this question, right?
This is meant for you.
Bond and Klinsmann, both really good, solid exchanges of players in our team. Williams, Koulibaly, who definitely surprised us based off last year, right? Even Dupuy, Zabaleta still, I think for me at least, the judgment's still out there. Raheem, Granzier, Delgado. No on me for Granzier, no on me for Cabral. But the other ones I mentioned, shit that we needed, shit that we talked about. I mean, Angel, how many years were you on this pod talking about? No, how many years were you in this on this pod talking about your boy Bingham?
Oh, being trash. Oh, forever.
How many years were you in this pod talking about Steris and the guy who's in Nashville now? I forgot his name. Years, right?
Romney,
like
5,
listen,
4 years.
Again,
since the podcast.
What I'm trying to get at is the fact that, like, yeah, I think he missed big time on Cabral, but he's young as fuck, so I understand like why the gamble was there. I think Granzier, like, to me, he's a flop too. I think Douglas Costa, I'm gonna blame him on FO. But other than that, I think he's been on point on adjusting what we need. And I don't listen. I've seen some people who have real hot shit takes on soccer clamoring for a fucking account. And if everybody else sees that we need a cam, I think Vanny's gonna make a real big push on getting a cam. We have the money, we have the TAM, we have the roster
not
space.
the guy, right?
What? No,
so
Efra's
not the guy, right?
Efra's not the guy. No, definitely not.
So signing Cabral because we wanted the under 22 rules, stupid, right? Because we're wasting. No.
We're
wasting on Efra now.
I don't think that's why they signed him though.
No. I think they gambled on.
No. It's been said that that's why they signed him. It's been said that was a big reason why his age wasn't the consideration when he was a DP.
Yeah. So we're gonna send a young DP.
That he was gonna work out though.
Yes, but a lot of it was a contingency that Efra and Araujo was going to be.
That signing was not him at that point. Like that signing, like it's Cabral because they banked on him. They took a bet on him. We're gonna sign somebody young so we keep Julian, so we keep Efra, so we try to get some players in from G2. It was gonna happen. That seems apparent. I think we banked on Cabral. And again, like Cabral, how old is he? So like, yeah, I understand why you take that gamble. Because if it would have worked out, Vanny's a fucking genius, right? It hasn't, and he looks like shit right now. But again, he's filled up the holes that we needed. He filled up the holes that we've needed. And I think, like, again, I'll go back to us getting results that we didn't deserve. A lot of it's credit to bringing in the key players that we have, right? I mean, last night, Bond and Williams legit gave us a point in the road. So, yeah, I think we will. Anything else? All right. So get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. It's 11:20, y'all.
Yeah, it is 11:10. Hey, for the 15 of you that are still here, I fucking love you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe.
Logan, what the Alvaro, Zuli, Striker. I know my boy Sykes was in here. We appreciate y'all. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Straight up. With that being said, it's another episode Straight from the Stand. So, boy, Rudy, I'm smart on Twitch, I'm smart on Twitter, I'm smart on the gram. Anybody?
Damn, don't follow me at JNDefeated7 because I got locked out of my Instagram. I don't know my password. I don't know my email. It's rough, y'all. I've been
don't follow me anywhere.
2.5 weeks without Instagram. It actually feels good. Y'all should try it.
Nope. Oh, I do.
I did it for 4 days.
Yeah, for
Lost
sure.
my phone.
Same thing.
All right, get the fuck out of here. Why were we prologuing on the fucking outro? Come on.
All right, you guys.
Peace, love, and juice up.
Peace.
Hey, yo, I finished the wine bottle.